Well, this is something, isn't it? Yeah, this isn't too bad. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, where you can go, you can be a part of the show, you can contribute with your comments. I am Chris Carlin. He is Bartholomew Anthony Hart Scott. Good morning.
Top of the morning. It is a good morning because you know what? We got Victory Fridays. Forget it Fridays. You can go into your weekend without any cares in the world, understanding that the Knicks have a stranglehold. Now, I've been in this seat, but I don't think that it's going to change or be different. I watched the Cavs be 0-2 last series and find a way to win. I think this story ends differently. What I really love, and I think the story of the game was, how when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And when you talk about leadership and you talk about a guy, this is the thing, your best player does not have – I mean, your best player doesn't have to be your leader, right? It's other guys that lead by example, and they don't have to be the best player. And I think when we talk about it and fast forward to the first game, when they were down, the Knicks were down 22 points. At some point, Mike Brown decided to say, hey, we're better suited to come back from this deficit without Josh Hart. And Josh Hart was asked about it. And he said, I don't care how we get there, just as long as we get there, get here when you can. For those out there, they know what song I'm referencing. But tongue-in-cheek a little bit. But he didn't pout. His pride wasn't damaged or injured, right? He stayed ready. In this game, he became the star. Right? So that's a microcosm of being able to have humility when you talk about the true essence of a team. You have to understand sometimes it's just not your day. Sometimes the coach sees something else, and we want you cheering and celebrating the team in victory the same way that you would if you were the star of the show. And, you know, he was able to have a career game yesterday, in my opinion. I think one of his best performances as a Knick. When you talk about in the guard and you talk about what was at stake, the opportunity to take a stronghold on the team. And, you know, last series we talked all about the fact that it was a cat series. Well, this is a Brunson series, and he is putting on a master class. This is the Brunson that we wanted to see, and maybe it just took a little while for him to see Cat become a great facilitator and how easy it was to make sure that you draw the defense and get your guys open shots. Maybe that's what he needed to see because this Brunson – I think the Knicks can compete with anybody if this Brunson appears that can always take advantage of the defense and what the issues are that's presenting themselves. And the issues that are presenting themselves is Hart can't stay in front of Brunson. And whenever you do that, you break down the defense and you just have to find the open man. And the open man may not hit the shot every time, but you give yourself a better shot at a high percentage shot.
What we're seeing is a team that is exceptionally adept over the last 10 games at beating you however they have to beat you, and especially the last couple of games. I mean, so nobody had answers for the Cat offense hub, so to speak, in the previous two series. Now, the Cavs come out early in game one and have answers to it and dominate basically throughout the course of the first 3.5 quarters. It's not like they were shutting it down completely, but they were playing good enough defense that the Knicks had to look somewhere else to try to beat them. So they went back to the old way with Brunson. But what happened last night, 14 assists.
Yeah.
14 assists for Brunson, which means it's not just go and pound the basketball, it's go and really facilitate the offense as you were talking about a minute ago. And, man, when they have so many different ways to beat you offensively, it's going to be very, very difficult to try to find a way to take them out. And Bart, it's not like – I wouldn't even say they played an amazing offensive game. You know, they scored, 109 points. They shot 50%. It was pretty good.
We'll talk about their defense, though, too.
Yeah, their defense was fantastic.
Because Hart and what's really happening, I mean, you talk about, I think the Cavs were 1 for 15.
They were 1 for 15.
From 3.
With the guys who are coming off the bench and who are basically their job is to shoot from 3.
Correct.
Like it's Max Strus goes 1 for 4. Merrill 0 for 7. Tyson 0 for 3. Like they did not. I think if you ask the Cavaliers why they're losing this series, it's not because they're playing poorly defensively, even though, like, it wasn't a great defensive game yesterday. I think you're talking about one of the better offensive teams in this series, and the Knicks have really somehow limited them offensively. When you look at that first half, like, it's funny. I can look at the Cavs and make similar observations that I would have made about the Knicks maybe a month or two ago. You know, Cat in the second half of a game having one shot. Look at Mobley, second half last night. No shots attempted, and he was killing them in the first half. For whatever reason, the Knicks have figured out ways to defensively curb that a bit. The Cavs are not doing a good enough job offensively, but
I think the Knicks such easy offense. Yeah, they didn't go for 120, 130 and all with the things that they've been doing before. But man, how many guys did we see that were open by 13 feet, by 10 feet? You talking about these are wide open shots that they're getting, all because they can't stay in front of Brunson and they don't have a team. Like, they got to literally maybe consider going to a zone.
They got to do something. Because they can't stop them right now. Because
the open shots that the Knicks are getting are ridiculous. I mean, Josh Hart, you don't even see people in the picture.
Well, with Josh Hart, here's the thing. They were just doing what they did the other night, and Josh Hart hit the shots.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all there was to it. And so I can't, due respect to Josh Hart, Bart, I don't think that was a bad strategy. It just didn't work last night.
See, this is what happened. They got so used to not guarding Stuart Thompson, they assumed that Josh Hart was the same player. He's
right, and off of game one, they thought they were right.
Right.
Because he didn't play at all in the fourth quarter. And this is what I talked about yesterday. Credit to Josh Hart, because if there was ever going to be a time that I was concerned about a player still being rusty, it might have been Hart, but he's coming off of that game. And listen, Breen did talk about it last night. He was frustrated by not being out there, but we heard the comments, like you made reference to. He's a team guy, wants to see them go win, understands that was a night where he just didn't seem to have it offensively, wasn't playing his best defensively, and the dude just completely turns it around in game two.
And you talk about the third quarter. I'm watching the game, and I'm like, oh, this is a tight game. Third quarter, the separation happened. Like the Cavs had just a small lull in the action as far as offensively fluidity and also being able to knock down open shots. And the Knicks just pounced on them. I mean, last night, 9 for 35. I mean, I forget what they are. There's something like 89 the last two games, like 82 for like 15 for 89 or something stupid like that.
I'll pull it up and get it for you.
You know what I mean? And that's really, like, this is a team that they're not a great defense team, but they put so much pressure on you.
But they are a really good offensive team, and they've been bad.
It's not like the Knicks have been like crazy from three. I mean, they were 13 for 36. But then there you go. That's your big difference right there. You know what I mean? The Knicks hit 4 more shots. That's 12 more points.
So the Cavs went 9 for 35 last night, and then went 16 for 50 game one from 3. So that's 25 for 85.
Yeah. They did not watch Boston. See, the thing is, Donovan Mitchell don't have the energy to get to the rim. Like, when he gets to the rim, he do the Euro step, it takes so much energy out of you. He be looking gassed.
I mean, there's so many different things at work here. But the biggest single thing at work is this team is flat out dominating. They are flat out dominating, and even when it's close in the first half, I never had any sense of, like, a little bit of trouble here. I never thought, even when they cut it to 8 late,
because you knew they were going to come out with pride.
Never thought any of this. An 18-0 run in the third quarter absolutely puts this game away. And from that point on, you never had a worry in the world about what was going on. And honestly, I've tried to think of this in bigger terms than just of what the Knicks have been. I'm trying to think of great dominant runs from New York sports teams in the playoffs before, and this is right up there. This is the best Knicks team I've ever seen. Let me. I'll rephrase that for a moment.
You're right.
It's the Knicks team that's playing the best I've ever seen in the playoffs, and it might be the best Knicks team I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it's the culmination of years and years of getting the team that Leon Rose envisioned and that Tibbs envisioned, and they put this team together to be able to be deep and be multiple. And sometimes, like you look at they lucked into, not lucked into, they fell into the cat type of facilitating. And Brunson can't say that he was disappointed that Cat was having more assists than him, and he looked at the ways in which he should maybe be more of a facilitator. And that's what we were talking about all along. Like, not just dribbling the ball to try and isolate for yourself, but dribbling the ball to try and create for your teammates. Because once your teammates start to feel good, it just makes it easier for you, Brunson, right? Because now they're trying to switch up their rotation, their defensive rotations behind them, because they still have to double them because they know that, hey, they can get the matchup they want anytime by the easy pick and roll. And don't look like Hart gave any harder of a defensive effort to me. I mean,
no. The Cavs, I think, are focused on the fact that they need to be better offensively because that's where they feel like their bread is buttered. And the Knicks are doing a good enough job defensively right now on them to keep them from that. And to me, if that's how you want to play, that's fine. I don't think the Cavs are necessarily capable of playing dominant defense, but they have no answers for what the Knicks are doing. And even when they come up with an answer, the Knicks adjust very quickly. I think Mike Brown's having a tremendous series.
Yeah.
He's having a tremendous series so far. And I love this from Josh Hart last night. Get the analytics cut, guys. This is just a brief 3-second cut. And like I said before, I don't necessarily think it was the wrong idea for Cleveland to let Josh Hart shoot to try to beat them, but based on what the numbers say. But listen to what Josh Hart says about analytics very quickly.
They're a lamppost to a drunk person. You can lean on them, but it won't get you home.
Exactly.
I like that one. I might have to steal that one right there.
They're a lamppost for a drunk person. That's amazing. And it's so true. And listen,
I mean, Josh Hart got 21 shots. 21 shots he got.
Yeah. And he deserved them because he kept knocking them down. And listen, I don't think there's a big enough emphasis on how much better he was this year in really improving from three. You know, shooting 39 from three for the year. Shot 41 from three for the year. And after 33, 31, 37 the last couple of years. I mean, wow.
But that's a true definition of being a professional, understanding that, hey, man, I'm playing around some superstars and Karl Anthony Towns, OGs getting mad respect. I'm going to be the fish.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to be the fish, man, I need to make sure that I can, hit down the efficient shot. It's almost like Draymond had to do that too because he was god off. He wouldn't even look at the basket when he was younger, early on. And then he started becoming a decent enough three-point shooter. Bruce Bowens, he used to be the fish. Remember that day? He had no offensive game. They said, take your ass in the corner. We're going to kick it out to you, 8-ball corner pocket. He became that's what I love about this game. I love to see the growth of players as they decide to figure out what they're going to do and what they have to be in a certain place. And so, kudos to Josh Hart for always being – he's the glue guy. Like, if he don't know what his role was on this team, he's the glue guy, right? He's the Draymond Green. He's the Stuart Thompson. He's the Dennis Rodman, but he's a little bit more refined. You know what I mean? So, he's a guy that has to always bring the energy. He's a guy that sets the tone in practice. He's a guy that always makes sure everybody's having a good day. And that's not an easy role. You know what I mean? And it has a lot of responsibility, but every once in a while you get to be both, like the rah-rah guy and the hero at the same time. And I thought yesterday was an example of him not overly pressing. I thought he took a couple of the threes that was like, all right, Josh, all right, the heat check. But, 21 points and the fact that his teammates, kept feeding it to him like, hey, you the hot guy, shoot, we believe in you. I mean, it's a testament. I mean, Brunson only having 19 points, but we talked about in the last series how Cat would have 18 or 13 points, but then, be responsible for another 20 points in assists or 26 points in assists. That's production. And that's what you want. You want your point guard, you know what I mean, to be efficient from the field, 7 to 16, right? Which means he missed tonight, but hit all his free throws. 14, but then to have the ball in his hand that many times and still be clean enough to only have 3 turnovers. No, they didn't present easy baskets for Cleveland to be able to take advantage of when you only have, 5 turnovers as a team. Mm-hmm. I mean, you talk about being able to do that. I'm sorry, 6 turnovers as a team. And I don't know how many points that Cleveland got off of turnovers, but you talk about playing that efficient. You're not allowing you're able to get back and set your defense. So like kudos to Mike Brown. And listen, I think that this version of the Knicks will give either OKC or the Spurs a run for their money. But we know that that's a different beast because they have defensive players. But listen, they could be getting lucky at the right time. We don't know what Jalen Williams that hamstring's ever going to be. And you talk about high ankle sprain. Man, high ankle sprain usually 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you talk about abductor.
Wendy talked about this yesterday, right?
You talk about abductor.
The injury.
Yeah, you talk about a abductor muscle from Dylan Harper. That's nothing. So you see the turnovers that happens with them, with Castle being a great player, but all the turnovers. So the Knicks could be getting lucky, and the stars can be aligned and say, hey, we know that you're not better than the teams in the Western Conference, but, man, we're going to make sure that you don't have to play a healthy team. As OG's coming back from his hamstring, the other ones seem like they haven't recovered from theirs.
I saw Mike Vaccaro make this comment in the Post, and I think it's accurate. When you look at Jalen Brunson, he is basically their Jeter in that he's doing whatever it takes to win. He's a superstar player. He's adapting in every way that he needs to, and he's leading them.
Are we calling him overrated?
No, we're not.
Okay.
I'm saying, like, when Jeter was in the middle of the Yankee run as a championship leader, that's what we're seeing. And we're giving him the ultimate compliment. We're not calling him overrated.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out. Are we saying that Karl Anthony Towns is really better, but he's going to get all the credit because he's A-Rod?
No. I think that's an insult. By the way, I don't need A-Rod sitting courtside last night when he's an owner of the Timberwolves.
Yeah, bro.
Take a hike.
Bro, stop it. Like, now you want to call in your New York ties.
No, you know what that was? That was A-Rod sending out the bat signal that he's single again, sitting in the front row. That's exactly what that was. He just broke up with his girlfriend of 3 years.
Again, man, he has these long relationships. He had J-Lo. Just be a bachelor, man. Just go out and rock out with your socks out. You ain't got to.
Well, he continues to find his way back to it. I think he's going to be fine. But I don't need him sitting there when he's owner of the Timberwolves. Take a hike.
Yeah, like
don't claim any part of this.
Put him in a suite. You can't come out and be seen and be on Celebrity Row.
But honestly,
do the ops.
I think about the attributes of Jeter, and it's more than fair. And it's not disrespecting Jeter to say that about what Brunson has meant to them over the last couple of years and what he means to them right now. I've never seen a Knicks team play like the Yankees of the late 90s. I've never seen any team in this town play at this level. There have been a few, though, 98, 99 Yankees in the playoffs, I'm talking about specifically. Flat out dominated. Like 98, they actually fell behind 2-1 in the ALCS, but they won every other game. They won 14 straight World Series games when they were in the World Series. 99, they lost one game in the playoffs. This feels like that.
Man, you got to see it through, though. Man,
I know. I hate to be touching the money, so to speak. To
have all this and to say, man, you do not want to say you're the best team that never won it type stuff, man.
No, you don't. And I am under no illusion that this is a team that will go and do this to whoever they're playing in the West, okay? Assuming they make the championship. I don't think for a minute that this is what we're going to see in the finals, but I have no reason to think they can't play with either of those teams right now.
I mean, listen, I think we would all agree. We all would agree that this Knicks team, I think, is a better team than the Pacers team of last year.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
that team, without Halliburton getting hurt, took OKC all the way to the brink of of, it was Game 7. Mm-hmm. And they played without their best player. Could Halliburton had to change? He was the hottest person in the playoffs last year. So this Knicks team can go there. Once you get there and match up, you adjust and you fight your ass off. But getting there, anything can happen. And that's why you just keep playing. It's like Dory, keep swimming, keep swimming, keep swimming, keep swimming. You just keep swimming, man. And let's see where this thing ends up at, man. But it's exciting. And if they continue to take care of business, then once again, they'll be a rested team and watch. You heard Wendy yesterday. Watch the Spurs and the Thunder annihilate each other, beat the brakes off of each other.
Yeah,
after
let
all
them
that
take
rest,
as much out of each other as they can.
Yeah, OKC was right there with it, right? OKC was the team that was like, hey, we just cruising through the playoffs, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Now they find themselves in a dogfight, and these dudes are getting hurt left and right. You don't have to. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and right now the Knicks are both. All
right, couple things here on the chat coming up on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Johnny Blaze, Knicks are taking this thing to a whole new level, and if we can keep this going, I could see us dominating for a couple of more seasons. All right, settle down.
Yeah, bro.
Everybody calm down.
Yeah, bro. Listen, in the NBA, I think these are all one-offs. You know what I'm saying? I think every year is going to be a different team that's coming up. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's one-off.
A couple of others here. Cat, this is from Antonio Spires. Cat should take some cheese off the taco now to let Brunson eat and keep this together. I don't know if that's going to Happen.
Yeah, Brunson going. Yeah. Cat
I don't know if anybody's going to take any cheese off the taco, and that's how these teams end up falling apart eventually.
Especially if Cat, I know right now, really Minnesota's like, man, what the hell do we do? Because it's reports that they're going to be trying to move Rudy Gobert. Right, because they gotta try and keep Ant happy, and they decided to build around Julius Randle. They thought they were gonna get the scoring from that Cat had from Julius Randle, but still be able to have the toughness and all that stuff. And Julius Randle has become a malcontent out there with Minnesota. You know what I mean? He's back to grumpy guy. He's gonna be out of there. So I mean, if you don't want to pay Cat, I'm sure there's a lot of teams that will want to bring him back. He's upped his profile so much by being in this spotlight that I think other teams see him differently now.
It's your time. Once again, Knicks fans, this continues to be your time at 800-919-3776. Is this the best you have ever seen one of your teams in any sport play in a playoff stretch? Is it among the most dominant playoff stretches that we've ever seen in New York? The couple that come to mind, maybe I can't go back to the time before I was alive, okay? But 86 Giants in the postseason they blew the doors off the 49ers. They shut out the Redskins, and they ended up beating the Broncos 39-20. I mean, they pounded the Broncos in the Super Bowl, and they were a team that went 14-2 that year. That was a great, dominant team.
Football is tough to do that with, because you can say, the Giants went into the Super Bowls and the nice cup, but man, they barely made the playoffs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So they got hot. It's different than football because it's just 3 games.
And they didn't dominate those teams in the
right.
playoffs.
Not at
this
all.
is what I'm talking about. They're
like
the
85
Knicks
Bears,
right now
85 Bears
no
type
doubt.
of stuff. Yeah, 85 Bears type stuff.
Think about the other night. I think was the other night the closest win that they've had in the playoffs. I think they've had the 2 losses that were by 1 point each.
Yeah.
Either that one or game 3 in the or game 4 rather are the closest wins that they've had. That's unbelievable. I mean, you got to feel as amazing as you have ever felt as a Knicks fan right now.
We know Knicks fans can be irrational at times. Like right now, it would be justified. Simple as that. Like
800-919-3776. Let's go. You know what? Be irrational.
Yes.
Love yourself.
Like
show how much you love yourself because the Knicks have given you a reason to.
Exactly.
The Knicks have given you a reason to. Nobody could have ever predicted this coming, but man, they have just reinvented themselves on a fly and have turned themselves into a wagon right now. 800-919-3776. Also on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, Go there, watch the show, make as many comments as you'd like. We'll get them in throughout the course of the show. Marcus Blackman, Mike Brown deserves an apology. We'll get there.
Bro,
we'll get there.
Oh, hold on.
800-919-3776. Bart and Carlin, Knicks fans. The floor is yours. Let's go at 800-919-3776.
The Knicks.
Out to Hart for a right wing triple. Got it. Josh Hart's third three-pointer. He's the game's leading scorer.
The Cavaliers.
Brunson killing clock. Ball fake, steps in the lane and hits a left-hand floater to put the icing on the cake in Game 2.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
The Knicks back it up with a convincing win here in Game 2.
Game 3 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Big events are bringing more riders across the region. So if you're taking New Jersey Transit for everyday trips, plan ahead. Check schedules, allow extra time, and consider traveling outside of peak hours when you can. New Jersey Transit is running additional service to help keep everyone moving. But a little planning goes a long way. Stay aware, be courteous, and ride smart. New Jersey Transit, keeping your day on track. Plan your trip at njtransit.com.
Big trouble in Brooklyn this morning on the outbound Gowanus BQE. Very tough ride coming from the Battery Tunnel down towards 38th Street. You've got a crash. It looks like the right lane is closed. The inbound Gowanus BQE extra slow to Atlantic Avenue. Watch onto the FDR Drive coming downtown. Delays through the Teens down to Houston Street. That's a crash. It's one lane that's closed. And we've got trouble on the Deegan on the north-hand side at 138th Street. That's a stall. It looks like the left lane is currently closed. And I'm Matt Ward on 880 ESPN New York.
No matter your age or career stage, SUNY Canton delivers education at the speed of life. With flexible, fully online degree programs, you can earn your credential on your schedule. Ready to get started? Apply now for a summer start in high-demand programs like applied psychology, cybersecurity, healthcare management, and more. Our admissions team is ready to help you review transfer credits, explore degree options, choose courses, and navigate every step of enrollment. Email admissions@canton.edu today or visit canton.edu to learn more.
There are small risks in life, like trying to guess someone's name you forgot.
Hey, remember me?
Of course. Samantha, how could I forget?
Who's Samantha?
Oh, will you excuse me?
We all take risks in life, but some risks just aren't worth it, like gambling without a plan. Set time limits and a spending budget before you gamble. To learn more, visit PlayResponsiblyNY.com. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
If you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that last for weeks. Getting sick right now before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and pharmacy is stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Pak to treat a wide range of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. Just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your meds sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes and it's shipped to your door. And save $45 with my promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880. That's promo code 880 at urgentcarekit.com/880.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. And you know I love my cake. So I get that big birthday energy without any sugar guilt. The bottle's small, easy to toss in my bag, and perfect when I need a quick, tasty caffeine boost to cakeify my day. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it is time to settle up, people. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
I don't know if we could say what he was saying to himself out loud. Those first 3, they felt good. I was kind of frustrated with it because obviously, I've been putting in the reps with Kajo and, Peter Patton. And I was frustrated at first. I'm just like, bro, it's not translating right now. And then I knew how to just keep shooting. If I did that, I'll be good.
That's Josh Hart and Cat last night. And after he missed those first couple, you're like, listen, I understand why they're defending him like this.
Yeah.
Or not defending him like this.
If at first you do not succeed, try again, Batman.
I mean, it's so over the top floral, but in every way they deserve this. Just think about him, his role on the team, and how he has continued to play like this and keep that mindset even after a bad game 1 where he gets benched in the fourth quarter and starting poorly in game 2.
Self-confidence, man. Like, listen. As athletes, you have to be so overly confident, so irrational, so illogical that, not John Stark's Game 7 illogical.
No.
You got to be so irrational in your head that you have to have the ultimate confidence. Because if you don't have that confidence, it is easy to see. You see the lack of confidence when James Harden is isolated. You see that. He has no chance because he don't believe he got a chance.
No, but I thought he was one of the best defenders in the postseason so far.
Off-ball defenders.
According to his coach.
He only runs into a 6'2" or 6' guard twice a year.
Listen, it's a blow-by situation. He has no shot. He has no shot.
Turnstile.
It is amazing. 800-919-3776. We're making this all about you over on the ESPN New York chat as well. Antonio, check it in. These young bloods were wild outside the Garden yesterday. I will say this. After game 1, we know what the smells of New York City are these days.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine what it was last night? And I know what they were. It was over the top on Tuesday night. I can't even imagine. Like, how would you not get a contact high walking out of there last night?
Hey, straight there. I mean, I don't even know if New York has the dispensaries, but I tell you what.
Oh, they do. They've got them all over the place.
I always thought those like THC. I thought only Jersey had the dispensary.
No, they've got dispensaries right in the city now. You can walk into them right across the street and go find something. And they did.
I'm telling you,
but from the smell of it, it wasn't the good stuff.
Yeah, it was that 2 for $1. It's a tough economy right now. The good thing, people in New York don't have to pay for gas because none of them drive.
Rolling out that swag.
Yeah, they're like, oh, the gas price is going up. People in New York are like, so I don't drive.
Oh, man. I am blown away by what's gone on so far. 800-919-3776. Let's hit it. Let's begin with our guy David and Elizabeth on ESPN New York. D, what's going on, man? How are you?
Believe it.
What up, fellas? Hey, Bart, yesterday that caller or whoever that was trying to get at your material, and he was like, oh, that's like, the monk stuff. And I was thinking of Batman, Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah. Like, bruh. What you got?
Nah, don't worry, man. You got the good design. They don't know that. All right, so this is what I got, man. I'm going to be honest. We got to give the captain his flowers a little bit, man. He found another way to close the door and win last night. Yeah, they doubled him, and he brought everybody along, which was beautiful. But, what was nice to see is that he didn't force it. He didn't just keep jacking up shots, or when he saw availability, he just jacked it up. No, he brought everybody along, and it worked out well. He got Josh Hart going, and this looks like a series where they're going to figure out each win a different way, which makes them dangerous and which shows the playoff experience, which is beautiful.
That's bad.
And, oh, yeah, most definitely. I was going to say, I don't know. I lost my spark, but it's all good, man. We'll do it again on Monday. Chef, enjoy your weekend. You too, Bart, and hopefully Monday we'll be talking about 3-0 or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. We talk about closeout and like, could you imagine like if they close out and then the other series goes 7?
Oh my God! I was thinking about that last night.
Around here, like how like just the build up, like the pre-party workouts and all that kind of craziness that's going to be going on around here.
You got another 9 days.
Yes.
I mean, Game 4 would be Monday, and then Game 1 of the finals is not until Wednesday, June 3rd, no matter what.
Yeah, we don't want them. We don't want them to come out. They can't come out against any of those teams like they came out against Cleveland.
No,
so, man.
How about Chris in the Bronx next? ESPN New York. Chris, positivity, my friend. Everything is rolling right now.
What is going on, gentlemen? Listen, I usually like to pick fights with Bart. How you doing, Bart?
What up, Sam?
But Carlin, you're giving me bad juju vibes.
What are you talking about?
Listen, hear me out. You don't say anything bad about the Knicks. I'll give you that. But every time you mention the West, it's like a little in your voice. And Bart be holding us down.
Well, because I have a lot of respect for what those two teams are doing out west.
And you have to. You have to. It's obvious.
I don't think you could argue the point. Listen, to be fair, I don't think you could argue the point that what the Knicks have faced, and this is not taking anything away from them, let's be clear. What the Knicks have faced so far is not comparable to either of those two teams in the West.
No team that they face is comparable with us. Understand this: we are the best team in the East. Yeah. We are on a 9-game win streak with a margin that has broken NBA records. They are having career playoff games. It's happened in numerous series. This team is on a trajectory that's higher than any team that is available now.
You want your positive vibes? Here they are. I can't argue with the damn thing you're saying. I can't argue with the damn thing you're saying, and I wouldn't want to.
I appreciate it. But because when you mention Shea and you mention Wemby's 7 foot. He does everything. He had 44 points. It took him 6 quarters to do it. But he's still a freak. He's a great player. But we keep talking about Shea and Wemby like we don't have a Brunson. And then every game is a different player that's stepping up, out-of-body experience. You can't name that on the other team.
Tell me this. Yeah, you can. Let's be honest. Like Castle is becoming a superstar. His explosiveness,
facials. 3 on each team. You can't name more than that, Bart. You can't. Going all the way down to the bench on what they contribute on the court. You have a Caruso. We have a McBride, a Shamet, a Deuce. McBride, Shamet.
I love you. Listen, bro, I love you and I appreciate the call, but bro, like I don't know if it's any two teams that's deeper in basketball than OKC and the Spurs.
And we're not sitting here telling you that the Knicks are going to lose.
Right.
To either of those teams.
We're
saying they're going to play.
It gets different.
Yes, it is a different. You will be getting to a whole nother level when you get to the finals.
What's that Bruce Lee movie?
We're saying when you get to the finals now.
What's that Bruce Lee movie where it was like he had to go up to different bosses? He had to go start at one level, go up, and he end up at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar one, and he get kicked in the chest and the foot, like his whole torso.
I thought that was all the Bruce Lee movies.
It's like Game of Death or something like that. It was like
Faces
one of those.
of Death? I don't know. That's Bronson. I don't know.
No, it was like so yeah. Like he had to like each one it was a boss, and like this is what the Knicks are doing. They started with the Atlanta Hawks. That was a boss, easy work. Started there, but when you get to the top, man, you got to fight. You got to fight Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That long kick, man. I'm gonna find nowhere. I'll find it for you. It's like it's like Game of Death. It's the big boss. He only had a couple ones, man.
I always think of that Bruce Lee scene from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. When the stuntman just beat the crap out of him.
Yeah. The one where he fought Chuck Norris, he grabbed his chest hair and blew it out.
By the way, but if I strike you with these hands, they're registered weapons. I go to jail for murder.
Boards don't hit back.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, 800-919-3776. Tom, I want you to be aware that there's a question I'm going to need you to answer in just moments, okay? And it's somebody that we should be hearing from today.
Oh, I know
thought
where
don't answer it, because it's a little tease. Somebody that we should be hearing from today that I thought might have checked in, but I don't see on the board anywhere.
I have a little story about that, so
okay.
we can go on.
We'll get to it next. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Out to Hart for a right wing triple. Got it. Josh Hart's third three-pointer. He's the game's leading scorer.
The Cavaliers.
Brunson killing clock. Ball fake, steps in the lane and hits a left-hand floater to put the icing on the cake in Game 2.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
The Knicks back it up with a convincing win here in Game 2.
Game 3 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Want to earn extra revenue for your business? Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for local business owners to assist with deliveries. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra revenue and exposure for your business. Plus, Amazon Hub Delivery makes it easy to get started. There's no upfront cost, delivery experience, or long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. Just like the New Jersey Devils protect their home ice, Viking Pest Control protects your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils, Viking brings 45 years of trusted experience and expert service to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, and even mosquitoes out of your zone. Their local team builds a personalized game plan that actually works. And when you bundle pest control and mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Protecting your home inside and out.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Harry Douglas here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
A another dominating step towards a championship.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far corner three. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including ZipRecruiter, Amazon Hub Delivery, Princeton Jeep, and Food Bazaar on ESPN New York.
10 on the shot clock for Towns. Right side arc defended by Strus. Hands to Brunson. Sets a screen. Brunson gets Strus up near the top of the key. 5 to shoot. Crossover left hand. Kicks it to Hart. Left corner 3. Got another one. Josh Hart, the sniper of the night. 5 for 10 from downtown. He's got 24 points. The Knicks lead by 16.
It was a career-high 26 in the playoffs for Josh Hart. Ridiculous performance. Absolutely ridiculous performance. As the Knicks roll, they're up 2-0. 800-919-3776. Oh, Tom.
Oh, Chris.
I looked up at the screen during the first segment of the show as you were screening some of our phone calls.
Sure.
And I saw you starting to type a familiar name of one D in Queens.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then I looked up and that disappeared.
It sure did.
Fill me in here.
Yeah,
what happened?
So D called in. We talked for about a minute. It was a pleasant conversation. Everything was all chill. There wasn't no screaming or anything about the Knicks or Cavs or anything that transpired yesterday that we had to dump. Everything was all good on that front. And I was putting in this information, and then the call dropped. I did not
mysteriously dropped, huh?
I did not drop it myself. I don't know if it was just bad service or what happened, but that is the case. There was a call in, and I haven't gotten a call back since.
And he hasn't. And I mean, the phones are working.
They are
phones
working.
are working.
That is correct.
What do you make of this, Bart?
Hiding in plain sight, man. Sometimes you got to stand up and take your medicine like a man. I stood up and took mine like a man.
What happened to I have a life?
Right. Exactly.
I got that yesterday. I have a life.
Is this Memorial Weekend, too?
It is.
Ah, man.
It is. You didn't know?
So he got an extra day off.
Well, no, we don't have an extra day off. We're here
No. He has an extra day off.
Oh, he has an extra day off, yeah. You and I will be working Monday after Game 3, getting ready for Game 4.
Yeah, time and a half, right?
I believe that's how it works. I thought it was double time.
I'll take that, too.
Time and a half. I'm showing up for time and a half. Come on. 800-919-37. What am I, DiPietro? 800-919-3776. Let's go. How about our guy Marco next on ESPN New York? Marco, what's up, baby?
Hi, Chris. Hi, Bart.
What up?
I'm super excited here, but I'm going to keep it cool booted because I need to get to Bart. Oh, man, I have a good memory. Are you ready to call JB a superstar, or is he just a star?
I think he's still a star. I mean, he's going against some of the worst defensive players in basketball. I don't know if I can call him a superstar. I mean, after last series, we'd have called Cat a superstar, but he's not a superstar either. He's a star. Listen, superstars.
We've reached a level here that we need to start acknowledging.
No, superstars reserved. Like I wouldn't call Isaiah Thomas a superstar. He was a star. He was never a superstar. He won 2 titles.
The best.
Isaiah Thomas was never a superstar?
I thought he was a star. I don't think superstars reserved for like Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I don't think so in the league. Like
Lamar Jackson. Listen, Brunson is not a – listen, today –
Brunson's getting up there right now.
Bro,
he's
today
– if he hasn't been there already, he's getting there right now.
Brother, today, even today, I would still take Jaylen Brown. There's still certain guys that are just more special than what he is.
I'm not saying he's the best player in the league.
Wemby's more special. He's a
they call him an alien, for Pete's sake.
Right. Jokic is a superstar.
Yes, no, I agree with
SGA is a superstar. Luka Doncic is a superstar. Ant-Man is a superstar. It's nothing wrong with being right behind it. Like Mike Evans is a great player. He's not a superstar, but he's going to go down with some of the best numbers in football. right? He
But
tied
Brunson's
Jerry Rice.
Brunson's a better basketball player than Mike Evans is a football player.
What do you
And
mean?
Mike Evans is a great player.
He tied. What do you mean? He tied Jerry Rice for 10 straight years of 1,000 yards with the quarterbacks that he had to go through.
I know.
Like, what are we talking about?
Brunson has taken an entire organization that was in the dumps for
Correct.
20 years.
But you act like you're doing
and
it
has
by
brought
himself,
them
Chris. Chris, you act like you're doing it by himself.
He's done a lot of it by himself.
But look
not
what
completely by himself. But I mean, listen.
Okay, listen.
He's the central figure in all this.
SGA plays with a bunch of role players.
I mean, Chet Holmgren's better than role player.
Man, come on. Chet Holmgren is what?
He's a really good player.
He plays with a bunch of role players. Karl Anthony Towns was top 10 pick.
Yeah.
Right. OG was a sought-after free agent all-star.
No, well, they made a trade for him, but yeah.
Like,
I'm not saying he's not playing with anybody.
I would bet you.
I'm not saying that at all.
I would bet you.
It's the most important figure in the Knicks turnaround over the last 5 years has been Jalen Brunson.
But, brother, what I'm saying is this ain't Allen Iverson with Aaron McKee and Eric Snow, brother.
No, it's not that.
And Tyrone
Hill. It's not Patrick Ewing with the cast that he had.
My point. So, like, yeah, he looking super good, but, man, he got a hell of a team. A team that was one of the highest teams that money can buy.
But there have been plenty of superstars like Jaylen Brown that had another superstar with him or another star with him like Jason Tatum.
So Karl Anthony Towns isn't there Jason Tatum? He get paid like it. His pedigree suggests that.
Well, there are
His
plenty
draft
of guys
pick
that get
suggests
paid
that.
like it in the NBA that aren't of that level. Holmgren gets paid like it. Holmgren gets $40 million a year.
Who?
Holmgren goes to $40 million a year next year.
Next year. It's because they won a championship. Next year, $40 million is the new 28.
But it's a max contract for him. That's my point.
But you see what I'm saying though? Like, come on now. Let's call it a spade. This ain't Giannis taking Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez. You know what I'm saying? This ain't that, brother. This ain't that. Yes, he had Drew Holiday, but this ain't that. He got some of the best players that money can buy. Whether you agree that the money was warranted or not, he got some of the best players that money can buy.
Merv Winfield next. ESPN New York. Merv, what's up, brother?
It's the Bauer Hour.
No, Merv, you do not sound like you're in distress. If you're gonna do the Bauer, it's the Bauer.
You want it more?
Yeah,
I just had to get off speakerphone because I didn't want you know.
Yeah, say it with your chest,
Merv. It's the Bauer Hour.
Yeah, Tom, I would warm up if I were you. Tom, you better be ready at noon today.
I'll start throwing in the bullpen now.
All right. So now you got me all worked up listening to Jaylen Brown's better than Jalen Brunson. But anyway, I just want to go with what they did last night. Towns and Bridges played great. You know, obviously Hart did his thing. I was like, is that Starks or is that Hart in that number 3 jersey for a minute? But the defense that Hart's playing, running all over, getting knocked down, getting back up. He, you know, like he said, he's there for his guys and the team, and we're going to be a hard out. And the one kid was talking about how we got bench players and stuff against the other 2 teams in the West. I think we do match up pretty well with them as far as numbers. But I agree with you, Bart. They're the deepest team in the league as far as young players. I think we match up pretty well, though.
Yeah, we going on what Clarkston used to be. We doing on what Deuce we hope he could be. They got, like, the kid they got from Philadelphia, bro, is a baller. They got guys that they got 2 starting lineups. Hartenstein would start on how many different places as a center? The Knicks wanted him to stay and be the starting center.
Yeah.
Like, they go super deep, bro. Like Jaylen Brown, they played the whole playoffs without their second best player, so to speak. And before game 1, they had won 9 out of 10. They won 9 out of 10 games too. Let's not talk about what OKC hadn't done. So, like, Castle coming up, Dylan Harper's playing like a beast, man. His adductor is key for them because he's such a big body, man. Like, they super deep.
Listen, we could also talk about Castle, but
granted, some of it has to do with some great defense. I'm not going to get nuts on it from Oklahoma City, but Castle has had like 20 turnovers in the first 2 games, too.
Yeah, because he's not a point guard. They're down their top 3 point guards.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Oh, we say his name once and he appears.
Well, who is he? Who is he? Candyman?
Apparently. We will hear from D next on ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Out to Hart for a right wing triple. Got it. Josh Hart's third three-pointer. He's the game's leading scorer.
The Cavaliers.
Brunson killing clock. Ball fake, steps in the lane and hits a left-hand floater to put the icing on the cake in Game 2.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
The Knicks back it up with a convincing win here in Game 2.
Game 3 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York.
Before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did your dog just get groomed? She's got a pep in her step.
Actually, she's gotten famous. She's one of 18 dogs on the New Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs from the New Jersey Lottery.
What?
Yeah, New Jersey voted, and 18 dogs were chosen.
Well, look at her.
It's gone to her head a bit.
Play the New Jersey Dog Scratch-Offs, featuring 18 real New Jersey dogs and a top prize of $200,000.
Oh, are you a famous doggy? Yes, you are.
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the Michael K. Show.
Calling up the kids is really smart because it changes everything. Changes the energy in the room. They were on the precipice of falling off a cliff and having their season be irrelevant. This is a positive that David Stearns has done. Why keep these young players that we think is the future? Why not make them the present when the present is so terrible?
The Michael K. Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
From your neighborhood stop to the city and back, New Jersey Transit keeps your day moving. Reliable, convenient, and ready when you are. We're on this ride together. So keep aisles clear, use headphones, and be mindful of fellow riders. Small actions make a big difference, especially during travel times. New Jersey Transit. Ride together, ride better. Plan your trip at njtransit.com.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle, all the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com. They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
ESPN New York. Now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS FM HD2 New York.
People getting ready to hear D for sure. A little fired up for that.
ESPN New York. And on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, it's Bart Carlin as the Knicks continue to roll. 800-919-3776. Actually, I take that back. MG Aarons, nobody want to hear from that bum D. Crawl back into that rat hole you came out of. Ouch.
No.
Oh, ouch. Well, let's get him on. Let's not waste any time. D in Queens is up on ESPN New York. Hello, D. Sorry to take you away from your busy, busy life.
Are you on the train?
Listen, two things. No. Two things. First thing first. Yesterday, some of my language wasn't good. You didn't deserve it. But then what you just read.
But you weren't saying it in a mean-spirited way.
No, I actually would knock them dudes out. Anyway. Like, for real. Like, for real. And then what you just read, bro. I've always complained about stuff like that. Can we stop that?
That's fair. Listen, I just looked down, and I'll be honest. I started reading it before I read the whole thing.
Like, for real. That's why I was on that type of time, because it's like, nah.
It's all good.
Nah.
All right, listen, the floor is yours, please. I shouldn't have read that one. You're right. You're right. Nobody meant that. Well, certainly as I read it, I didn't realize it was being meant with malice, but yeah, it was. Anyway, but again, I was just a messenger, to be clear.
I get you, but yeah, some of your other co-hosts was actually doing stuff in malice. I was like, nah, for real. Anyway, listen, I didn't expect the Cavs to win the series. I said that, so I don't know what the problem is. And listen, this is still going to be a 7-game series. No matter what you think, I think it's still going to go 6. So
what is it that has you believing that right now?
The Cavs all postseason have been giving away games. They gave away game 1. Like, that's why I don't think the coach is the greatest. The head coach of the Cavs is more of a coordinator than a head coach to me. Like, he's good at drawing schemes and all of that, but he freezes. Like, as simple as that. But it's like, would you put Tom Brady in Lamar Jackson's offense, and he's the greatest quarterback ever? No, he would fail. You set up Harden to fail, and everyone teed off on Harden when the real problem was the coaching. That was bad coaching. Either pull Harden and put Keon Ellis where you have him there, or put a bigger defender on there, and you gave away game 1. Game 2, they were just exhausted. And that's another reason why he should have a bigger rotation, because their guys are exhausted.
Yeah, the problem is this wasn't a deep team. They went and got Harden because they needed a little bit more scoring. They wanted to take the ball out of Donovan Mitchell's hands because he gets so tired. He spends so much energy, man. He reminds me like a little running back that he's not built for longevity. You look at Cade, you look at Shea, you look at Luka. They play at their own pace. They don't get sped up. He plays like a Tasmanian double, man. Like,
too fast.
You know,
fast. Yeah, and they've lost games because of that. Also, the Knicks are reminding me of the Patriots, where like Tatum got hurt, the Sixers, they're just garbage.
Yep.
Harden's hurt. And now Mitchell might be hurt. He reminds me so much of the Patriots.
Harden's old.
Harden's old. I won't deny that. Mitchell was not on the injury report before the game yesterday.
Yeah, everybody's banged up. Like, we're not gonna give him
you're on the court. That's
I'm not giving them a pass. But they remind me of the Patriots, where it's like, yeah, you in the Super Bowl, but if Brock Osweiler was healthy, are you in the Super Bowl? No.
You cannot make that. You cannot make that comparison. Absolutely not. Because when I'm looking at the Cavaliers, everybody there is healthy right now. Everybody's healthy. You're not taking away a starting quarterback.
Yeah, they don't have like a Jalen Williams type of injury. They don't have a De'Aaron Fox type of injury. They don't have a Dylan Harper type of injury. He may have some bruises, rolled his ankle, not feeling good, but he don't have that. They don't have that player.
The guy's not playing.
That they're counting on that's not playing.
And the quarterback, like their point guard, Donovan Mitchell is not playing in this series. That's the equivalent.
He put up 26.
Yeah.
29 the first game.
29 the first game, and then disappeared the last 9
The problem is they have no bench. And their bench is getting thoroughly outplayed. And the minutes are adding up. I think Donovan Mitchell and Harden played 40 minutes yesterday.
So here's genuinely what I am truly interested in, though, Bart, is that they are a very good playoff team at home.
Yeah.
They're 10-1 at home this year.
Exactly. So let's see.
We shouldn't forget about that completely.
Yeah, the Pistons know that. I know this very well from the Pistons series.
And don't we also know how role players tend to play at home versus on the road?
Yeah, jacked up on Mountain Dew.
So do I expect Merrill, Tyson, Max Strus to all go a combined 1 for 15 from 3 again? Probably
Tyson
not.
ain't really played a lot. You know what I mean? In the series, the Toronto series, he was a menace. In the first Pistons game, he was a menace. You know what I mean? The Tyson kid, he has to try and get some contributions from some other guys because, these games are every other day, man.
I do really want to marvel over what the offense has done when there have been adjustments to make, because I really don't want to overlook the fact that Brunson last night, when it went back to him running the offense, did not turn it into the old Brunson running the offense.
Man, he reading the defense so well, man. He's
really
an open guy, and he's believing. I mean, he only got 19 points. He didn't need more than 19 points. He was able to get
14 assists for pizza.
You might as well add his points and Josh Hart points together, because they were I think they were attached at the hip, man.
Yeah, how many of I would love to go back and know how many of Josh Hart's points came off a Brunson assist.
I mean, I can think about 3 of his threes that came off of Brunson kind of reading catch too. Like reading through the baseline, he threw that one through 2 people on the baseline to Cat, at the elbow, the 3 elbow on the left side.
So how's this for Brunson for a second, okay? This is from ESPN Stats and Information. In the first 3 quarters of the game in Game 1 versus the last 5 quarters, all right? So the fourth quarter of Game 1 and then last night, Brunson when double-teamed, okay? The first 3 quarters, the other night, he was only double-teamed 4 times. The last 5 quarters, 19 times. He has 27 points on those 19 possessions and is 10 of 15 with 1 turnover when he's double-teamed. And 6 of his 14 assists in Game 2 came when he was double-teamed.
The crazy part, man, it's 2 or 3 of the laziest double teams. So it's like a soft-ass double team. Like, he's short. You got to get up to him. Like, they're kind of like, hey, we're not going to let you by us. He's like, okay, I'm just waiting for somebody to come, free, and I'm going to keep you guys pulled away from the basket. And it's amazing that he's able to facilitate with those guys being so much taller than him, but just being so patient because he knows he has belief in his handles. And these guys are just, they have double team. You see how soft it comes out? They're like, oh, they're not getting down. And, like, you don't see Brunson, like, in the corner, like, can't move or anything like that. It's like so much space for him still to be able to operate.
Mike James, WTF, nobody wants to give the Knicks their props. It always comes with some caveat. Oh, so if so-and-so got hurt or the Knicks team is loaded with no role players, that's he has some choice words for D after that. Listen,
I don't think it's that, man. It's like
I don't think it's that at all.
The Knicks have had an easy path. They avoided Boston. They avoided – and listen, that's because other teams did their work for them. And, God bless them. They avoided Boston. They avoided the Pistons. So, like, those are if you had to pick opponents for the Knicks, you probably would have started with Toronto. Then you probably would have said, give me Philly. And then you probably would have said, give me the Cavs.
I would buy it, except that before the Phillies series, we were saying maybe they're better off playing Boston.
Yeah, but we didn't know how much
before that Game 7.
But we didn't know how much they had took out of them. We thought we were going to get a healthy Joel Embiid. We thought we was going to get all that type of stuff. Paul George was playing like old playoff P, and all that stuff changed, right? They were tired. They were gassed. And much like Cleveland, they felt like they had accomplished something because they beat Boston. So everything else is just gravy on the other side.
A couple of the others here. Knicks Bronx, 74. Brunson is a superstar all-star, and he's also knocking Cade at the same part. We don't need to get into Cade today,
Brother,
right?
He's not top 10. I thought we established that he's not top 10.
He's not a top 10 player in the league?
Not even maybe top 15.
Now we're getting.
Is he a top 10 player left in this postseason? Yes or no?
Of course, but he would be.
And that's all that matters right now.
He would be 5 or 6. You'll take 2 guys off of if Jalen Williams was healthy, you would take Jalen Williams. You would take Shea Gilly. You would
take Jalen Williams over Brunson right now?
What he did, I'm saying what he did last year in the playoffs. We haven't seen him in this playoffs, but I'm taking Shea Gilly, that's for sure. I'm taking Wemby next. Now, if you want to say you want to take the best player off of every team, you would say Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson, Wembanyama, and Shea Gilly. I mean, Shea Gilly just won his second MVP. What are we talking about?
It's not that he's not. I didn't say he was Shea Gilly. I didn't say that. You're saying he's not a top 10 player, and I would say that it's close at least.
No, because I think we established that we would take Cade for what we saw Cade do in the playoffs, 30 points a game, defense, rebounds, and we saw what Jaylen Brown did this season. So those are all the two that had Jalen Brunson in the top 10. We can't let recency bias cloud our judgment about who we think are better. We know Ant-Man is better. We know Luka is better. We know Giannis is better. We know Jokic is better. We know Shea Gilly is better. We just added Cade and Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown was an MVP candidate this year. We're not even going to add guys that were hurt like Jason Tatum or anything like that. Maxi's nipping at the heels, right?
With I've seen with Brunson in these playoffs,
brother.
No offense. I was with you before. I don't know that I could put Cade on the same level as Brunson. Right?
Are you crazy?
He's right there. I think Brunson's a little better right now.
Cade carried a much weaker roster.
I agree with that.
Okay, so he has Cat, OG. He has Tobias Harris. Come on, man. Come on, son.
I understand
and
that.
He took the Cavs to 7 with Tobias Harris.
Again, you were down 3-1 in the series, and you were a much better team than they were.
He took Tobias.
Don't make it out like they don't have any talent before this. Because you were telling me how good Tobias Harris has been as a Piston.
No, how good he's been as far as being leadership and being unk. He's getting contributions from Paul Reed. Come on, man.
I'm going to go through a couple of players real quick that I'll put in front of him, all right?
No, go down your list before you get to him.
Luka.
Okay.
SGA.
Okay.
Ant-Man.
Okay.
Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
Tatum.
Okay.
Jokic.
Yep.
What am I at here?
The Greek Freak.
Is that 6?
Yeah, the Greek Freak. I'll help you out.
Yeah. Wembanyama. 7. I'm not
going to say Maxey. Maxey's not there.
I'm not putting Maxey there.
Maxey's on his heels, but then his guy's on Brunson's heels. But go ahead.
Booker?
Yeah, Devin Booker, yes.
Where are we with Durant right now?
Mixed bag with Durant. We don't know about Durant. Durant's still a great player, but we don't know. Kawhi played his ass off this year.
He did, but
Kawhi averaged damn near 29 points a game. Kawhi is still we talk about it. Boncaro's on his heels. You talk about a guy like we don't know what Kyrie's going to be coming back from the injury, but we know he's coming back to be something. I think he's at this point past Anthony Davis, right? I think he's done that. Okay, if that puts
that's right at about 10.
Right.
That's right at about 10.
We have the discussion about Donovan Mitchell and Halliburton.
I don't think we can. Halliburton, I'm not going to include in this because he didn't play.
Yeah, I mean we have two from Boston, right?
The Donovan Mitchell thing's over to me. That's over with because it's been a discussion over the last few years, and I think it's pretty clear that Brunson has been an overall better player than Mitchell has.
Cade was a MVP candidate before he got kneed and his lungs collapsed.
I'm not saying that Cade's not great. I'm just saying he's not quite Brunson yet. That's all.
You're right.
Because what I'm watching Brunson do.
You're right. He plays defense. So you're saying Cade didn't hit huge shots. Cade didn't hit game-winning shots.
I didn't say that. I just said he's still a super young player. Brunson is now. It's different if you're going to ask me, and I don't want to get too much further into it. It's different if you're going to ask me which player I'm going to start with. I'm going to start with Cade, okay, because of where he is in his career and because of what's in front of him.
Could you
imagine? I'm basing that off right now.
Could you imagine Cade on this Knicks team? I always say just put the player in the same place. Put Brunson with Detroit and put Cade with them. And know that you don't have to defend.
I mean,
because he's locking the other team's best player down.
Yeah, I don't know if they're in the same place right now. If it's with Cade right now,
he averages more assists, more points, almost damn near the same points, and more rebounds. But I understand. Listen, I understand. Cade, let's say Cade isn't there, but Cade had a better season than Brunson, in my opinion, during the regular season. And he had his team as the number 1 seed, so that should count for something. And he was the one that was in the MVP discussion, not Jaylen Brown, not Jalen Brunson. But you know that we have 2 from Boston. We have one in Denver. That's 3. Ant-Man 4. Shea 5. Luka 6. Giannis 7. I mean, I'm still not going to give up on
Jokic?
Yeah, I'm still not gonna give up on that light-skinned dude in Golden State. I'm never gonna disrespect that man.
I understand, but
because he still can score with the best of them. Yeah, he was injured this year, but
yeah,
as far as a player, I'm still going Kawhi.
And so it's right at around 10.
Yeah, 10, 11.
That's fine.
Yeah. Depending on how you feel about Cade, depending on how you feel like maybe about Maxey.
Not yet.
Depends on how you feel about it. But then listen, we splitting hairs right here.
Yeah,
right? We splitting hairs, and we're making it more difficult. He's a star, but you can't have 10 superstars in the league.
All right, let's get the people their chance. Let's get the people what they want. And that's Bryce in Amityville, who's been patient. He's next on ESPN New York. Bryce, what's up, baby? How are you?
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on, fellas? Listen, we put this in perspective really quick. Last time the Knicks went to the finals in '99, I was 7 years old. I can't remember really who was on that team other than Chris Childs. Don't ask me why.
Because he punched Kobe in the chin?
Yeah. 17 years old. Can't Wait speech. I'm a senior in high school playing senior football. I remember when Can't Wait was created. I am now 34. This is the best Knicks team I ever saw in my life.
You feel old when you hear that? When you say, Bart, did you feel old when you heard that? Because
I've been feeling old, man.
I was 17 years old. I'm now 34, and I'm like, oh crap.
Can't wait. I was at my Sadie Hawkins dance.
Listen, at least you were still in your prime at that time. I was a senior. I was watching you. I'm from Long Island. So that was good, and this is the best Knicks team I ever saw. And number 2, really quick, just because Bart was talking all that nonsense about people playing up to their contract, the Cavaliers have the highest payroll.
Yeah.
They are paying Evan Mobley, Donovan Mitchell, and Jarrett Allen $204 million.
Yeah.
Why are they not beating us? Since you saying that people are paid to pay to their talent, they are the most paid.
No, of course. No, listen, we talking about that and what put them over the top. Just think, it's a midseason trade. It's kind of like how in baseball, how like you take that contract just for the 1 year to try and win. Now we'll see, because it seems like they bought Hart for 2 years. But before that, you take his $42 million, and then it's not that type of roster. You know what I'm saying? Jarrett Allen is grossly overpaid.
Eitan Tomlinson. Chris Childs gave Kobe a 2-piece.
Yeah, it didn't even blink. And listen, Kobe didn't blink. Because he.
Javi from Queens, his best moment.
Yeah. Kobe didn't blink against some light-skinned dudes. Remember, Matt Barnes tried to act like he's gonna hit him in the face. He didn't even blink. The black dude gonna pull the trigger. The dark-skinned dude he's like, I don't care.
Jose is in Connecticut.
You saw Clarissa Seals. Smack the hell out of Alicia Bumgarner. Alicia Bumgarner started turning into like a snitch after she been saying she would beat Clarissa Shields up. And I hate that, right? Because, Clarissa Shields got banned from the NBA thing because she smacked Bumgarner. But Bumgarner been talking about she going to kick her ass and talking stuff. And, now people want to get into weight classes. Like Clarissa Shields didn't start at a lower weight class. And Bumgarner been talking about she want to fight her. And then they both from Michigan. She talking all this trash. But this is what I don't like. I don't like colorism. And I don't like the fact that because Alicia Bumgarner is a really pretty girl, that they want to ban Clarissa because they acting like she's ghetto. It's a bad connotation inside of the African American community that dark skinned girls or dark skinned girls are not as pretty, and two that they're like ghetto. You know what I'm saying?
I think we need to get Tom Bauer's perspective on this. Tom, what's your take on all of this right now as Bart's laying it out?
Tom, you ever had some brown sugar before we even get there? I want to know where your perspective is. You ever got that dropped on you, Tom?
My take on all this is Brunson is a superstar, and I'd like to move on.
Both teams play hard. Tom, so you don't like chocolate, huh? You ain't never had – you just straight milk and magnesia?
Where's a disclaimer when I need one?
I'm just asking, Tom, have you ever had some chocolate?
This is now – you have now become my disclaimer. Now, whenever it goes to this, I'll just say, hey, Tom, what do you think?
You're trying to deflect. You know what? I respect that move.
Bart has just said something that Chris can't comment on. While humorous, Chris values his career too much.
Yeah, Tom values his career too much.
We should get one made for Tom.
You know what I'm going to do for you, Tom?
What's that?
Next time I go back to Africa, you're going with. We're going to go to Ivory Coast, get a little Egyptian / Cape Verdean. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to give you straight, like, 85% cocoa. I'm going to give you, like, that watered down, like, 50% cocoa. So I'm going to give you a little – because they mix with a little Middle Eastern / African. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hit you with that straight double dose. You might not come back.
Is this an all expenses included trip?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
then I'm just because I want to see how it goes. I want to see how you handle it. I forgot what's that movie Road Trip? Remember the little skinny dude? He went in. Yeah. He went to the black fraternity. He came out like, all right, baby, I'll holler at you later. You became a man. Got some of that chocolate mocha latte.
He walked out of the house to Kid Rock's Early Morning Stone Pimp.
What's that actor name? He's so funny, man.
Oh, I forget his name. It's
so
DJ
skinny, man.
something. It's
Man,
DJ something.
His Adams, he has the biggest Adam's apple if anybody ever seen. His Adam's apple is almost as big as his neck, man.
Oh my God. Tom would get turned. That from Black Metronome.
I'm telling you, Tom get turned out. Tom, I'm telling you, don't touch it, man. If you ain't got willpower.
Hey, subscribe to the ESPN New York YouTube channel so you can make comments like this. All over the place. Stream the full weekday lineup live, watch complete replays, or catch up fast with can't miss highlights. Jump into the live chat, react in real time, and make your voice part of the show. Subscribe to ESPN New York on YouTube now, and stay locked in so you never miss a moment. The whole chat telling Tom, stay strong, Tom. Stay strong.
Fight, dog. Brave, dog. You be like Roger. Tom, you ever seen Terminator? Are you a Terminator fan?
I'll be back.
But that
wasn't good.
That was
but
horrible.
So Tom,
it wasn't good, but the answer is yes.
So remember the time where like the black guy he had got shot and they told him just hold the bomb, and like you know what I'm saying, he was holding and then he's like, I can't hold it too much longer, and he dropped it and the whole building blew up and he blew up the Terminator. That be you would mess with some black girls. Yeah, I can't hold it too much longer.
John Winthrop just put in our group chat a gif of a stallion running.
Is the stallion's name Seabiscuit?
No, it's like a white Bronco, baby, running free, baby.
Let the stallion run. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. Jose in Connecticut is next, ESPN New York. What up, Jose?
My guys. Bart, you remember Road Trip when the dude hooked up with that
that's
girl
what we're talking about.
At college and he was all cool? Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. When they were stepping, they had the little guy. We can't say the other word anymore. That's not allowed. We'll get canceled.
Yeah.
But they were stepping. They had the little dude with him.
Yep. And he came out with the backwards hat the next night. Like, he was a man after that time. Oh, man. Y'all funny, man. But, Bart, I was going to talk about Mike Brown, but, Bart, I ain't going to lie, man. You and D, man, be getting my blood boiling, man.
Why?
We all know that the reason that you always try to minimize Brunson is because of the Cade comparison. And I'm going to just tell you something, because he's a superstar, number one. Even if he's number 10, he's doing it in New York, where a lot of people never want to do it. They're too scared to do it, and they wouldn't be as good in New York City under the lights. We've seen this for decades with stars. They come here and they fold. He's not only doing it, but he's doing it in the clutch. He's a superstar. You got celebrities rocking his jersey Celebrities, all the big celebrities. Brunson, he's a superstar. Deal with it, bro. Deal with it. Just deal with it, bro. Cade is not a superstar in New York City.
The one that got the one that I'm proud of, who got the people rocking his stuff, is OG, because he got the girlies rocking his stuff. You know what I'm saying? He got the women. Listen, I bet you OG really knocking them down like Jeter, collecting their phones and putting them in the case. You know what I'm saying? Because what's the Asian girl that like him, and then the other actress that like him? I like OG.
Oh, Anne Hathaway, I think.
Yes, he got Anne Hathaway. He got the Asian chick on him. You know what I'm saying? So if he doing that, that's the A-list celebrities. He got them D and C list celebrities all on him.
Again, Tom, your thoughts?
I'm on the phone.
800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York. The Knicks rolling up 2-0. We'll get more of what we had to hear from the Knicks postgame last night. Can I say that right? We'll hear more from the Knicks after the game last night, coming up in moments. Your comments on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776.
The Knicks.
Out to Hart for a right wing triple. Got it. Josh Hart's third three-pointer. He's the game's leading scorer.
The Cavaliers.
Brunson killing block. Ball fake, steps in the lane and hits a left-hand floater to put the icing on the cake in Game 2.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
The Knicks back it up with a convincing win here in Game 2.
Game 3 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Hockey fans, are you ready for the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs? Get in on the action throughout hockey's most exciting time of the year with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. From same-game parlays to live bets, you can call your shot during any play. Rooting for your favorite players? You'll find all sorts of markets for betting on any star's performance on any given night of the playoffs. You won't want to miss any of the action on the ice. Lock your picks in today for the NHL Stanley Cup with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. Sign up today to get started. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. Subject to eligibility requirements.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge, or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Registration ends next week. Take the test.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people or dogs are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch. I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle, all the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit paypal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL. Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 7:05 tonight, Yankees hosting the Tampa Bay Rays. This is a huge series. It's a huge series for the Yankees. And to have in May, this is about as big of a series as you can have with the Rays sitting in front of you by basically 5 games right now. Jeez, it's 6 in the loss column.
Damn. I
It's
thought the Yankees were supposed to just walk through this division, man. I thought it was supposed to be a cakewalk.
Well, it hasn't been, and they're getting their butts beat right now. And not even like they're playing horrible baseball. They're just not playing as well as they have. And the Rays have now find themselves at 33-15. Meanwhile, the Mets travel down to Miami to face the Marlins at 7-10.
Not in the basement no more.
We did it.
We out of the basement, baby. We ain't in last place no more, baby. Hey,
By a half game.
Three back of the Nationals, baby.
Third place, here we come. Here come the Nats. Coverage begins 880 ESPN New York, starting at 6:30 tonight. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Hey, hell of a job getting that split with the Nats.
Hey.
Oh, my God.
Hey, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Listen, you get to the top of the mountaintop one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? You can't just pogo stick up. What do you think you are?
Well, I think the best way to go to the top of the mountain, Bart, is take 2 steps forward and then 2 steps back.
You heard Paulo do. 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. We stay together because opposites attract, and you know
I think this is
it
the
ain't
second
big shit,
time
just a matter of fact.
We have actually sung Opposites Attract on the air. Like I would with you, too. I know all the words.
Yeah, man. So
Paulo
don't even
was
worry
my
about
girl
it.
back in the day.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about coming up from being like a Lakers dance girl. That's almost only person that did it better was J-Lo. Went from just being in the background to being a star.
The Fly Girls? Yep.
Yeah, Fly Girl, J-Lo.
All right, let's hit it. Let's do a little audio files Knicks style, shall we? Have at it.
The audio file.
All right, Tom Bauer, floor is yours. Give me some Knicks sound. Make me hear this. Make me happy. Let's go.
I hope to do just that. And there was one impactful quote that I want to play immediately off the bat from Mike Brown last night off of Josh Hart's big game. Mike Brown has been referencing his assistant coaching experiences and how it's made him a better head coach throughout this postseason. And he dropped a nugget about Josh Hart last night that I think is worth sharing with you also. Mike Brown, how long does it take to connect with a player such as Josh Hart?
I'm human. It takes me some time. I tell you what, my time with Andre Iguodala in Golden State helped a lot because, they're different players, but they're similar players because Andre's edgy too. And Andre's a hell of a player. I mean, he's a great player, and he does so many little things that if you're not careful, you won't appreciate them. And it's the same with Josh. He does so many little things that don't show up in this box score. I mean, obviously, he shot it well tonight. He scored 26 points. He had 7 assists, 1 turnover. But he does so much more, starting with the versatility that he gives us defensively that, you have to, start with me, be careful to not dismiss it. And then on top of that, because he's so impactful as a connector, I got to give him probably more leash than anybody else. You know, I got to let him go be him and get out of his way. And, you know, that's hard sometimes as a coach because you're looking at X's and O's and you want everything to be perfect and you're looking at the box score and you're looking at this. And with Josh, with Andre, all that should be thrown out the window because those dudes are winners.
I tell you, go ahead.
That's high praise, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's like Philadelphia Sixers, Iguodala was a problem. Like, I don't know if Josh has ever been the focal point of the franchise. We saw Iguodala in a diminished role to try and win championships. So I get it, MVP of the finals. I get, like, you have to try and compare him to somebody. I don't know if Iguodala is high praise. That's the highest of praise.
I would also say that if I were Mike Brown right now, on the off day, I might be headed down to Atlantic City because I'm on a heater. I don't ride that. I mean, like, everything he is doing is turning to gold right now.
I mean, yeah, trizzle. Like, would I really be I'll really be impressed if the Knicks go ahead and go up 3-0.
Listen, if they go up 3-0, I think it's crazy as this might sound. This game 3 might tell you more about the Knicks than anything else
Correct.
we've seen.
Tell you about their mentality,
yeah.
where their mind is at, and that killer instinct. How many times have we seen teams around here? They were like, man, they got the killer instinct. They playing with their food. Like, the Knicks, what they did to Philadelphia, and what they're doing so far to Cleveland is impressive from a football psychology mentality state.
And while we're talking about the mental state of the Knicks right now, I was going to play some Josh Hart for you, but I'm going to go to Karl Anthony Towns' quote from last night instead on where the team's mindset is at heading into Game 3.
We don't feel any closer than we did last game or any game. You know, it's back to, in our minds, it's 0-0. You know, we got to win the next game. It's the most important game of the year, and that's how we treat it. You know, we're hungry for the opportunity to go out there and play basketball at the highest level, but we also understand that, you know, you can never be satisfied in these positions and in the playoffs. So the mindset's going to continue to be 0-0 every single time we step on that court.
Listen, it's great that they have been talking that way. They have been acting that way. And I think when you saw them win last series, there wasn't a ton of celebrating or anything else. It was, okay, this is where we're supposed to be back again.
Yeah, because they've been there before.
It's been a lot of matter of fact. And so it's not been jumping up and down like we're on this magic carpet ride by any stretch.
Because they know,
this is what we expect.
In New York, you can do everything right, and they only care about winning. They don't care about the almost won and all that type of stuff. They want to see closers. You know what I mean? And so you can't celebrate if you're the team because you know that ultimately if you don't win the championship, you will be forgotten.
Tom, next.
And now I'm going to go back to Josh Hart for the quote that I was going to say. Maybe it's more into the mindset stuff, but it's something that we've experienced all year watching the Knicks, and it's really that they are playing as a unit, which all teams in the NBA certainly can't say. But the great teams always step up and play unselfish basketball. Josh Hart spoke about that.
I think I said it before, but the character of those guys, character of the guys in the locker room, we don't really care who gets the shine, the shots, the minutes, those kind of things. We're focused on winning. And I think everyone is willing to sacrifice their own personal agendas of performance for the betterment of the team. And when you have a group of guys that do that, you know, sky's the limit. And I think sometimes it's human nature to think about your own individual performances. And I think if we do that at all, we have enough camaraderie to hold each other accountable. So I think that's the biggest thing with us is we're willing to sacrifice and we're able to hold each other accountable.
Look, as I'm listening to that, I'm thinking about Cat 2 months ago. Don't care who gets the credit. Don't care what happens, you know. And we're all killing him at the time for it because we thought that Cat had to play like a dominant big man in order for them to have success. And he has played dominant at times just in different ways. And so, like, Cat's the guy that we probably all so far owe the biggest apology to. Mm-hmm. From the way he's playing and how they're performing.
But the thing is, we know for them to win a championship, somebody's going to have to be the alpha dog and lead dog. You can't get away with, we just share the ball and everybody's Hakuna Matata when you talk about what's going to happen in the next series. Like, that's good for the Eastern Conference because I think the Knicks are better than most of the teams, and they've been together longer. They've been through more battles. They're very seasoned and grizzled. But, when they get to the finals, they're going to, I think, face a team that has a better superstar than their superstar, and then also can match their depth. So it's going to have to be tenacity, grit, and determination that gets them over the top, because the separation in talent won't be as big in the chemistry. When you look at the other two teams in the Western Conference, man, they have that same chemistry, whether it's what you want to talk about OKC and what they were doing last year when somebody have a big game, they're all behind them. They're all linked, and you talk about, the closeness of the Spurs and how quickly they've ascended. This is the best chance for them to get this done, man, because I just feel like the path next year is going to be twice as hard, because teams are going to go all in, because it's a lot of teams that think they're one player away. And when teams think they're one player away, they go out and acquire them players, then it can change in a heartbeat in this league.
Tom, next.
Well, let's rattle off some sound from the losers of last night's game. In fact, they're the losers of 2 straight games now to the New York Knicks. That is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kenny Atkinson had some, well, let's call them awful quotes after game 1 of the game. Let's see if he's got any redemption here. Kenny, what's the feeling down being 0-2 in the series?
We could easily stole game 1. I thought our process was right tonight, so that gives me confidence going home. Obviously, we got the great home crowd. Have played well at home in the playoffs, so we need to get our legs under us. But honestly, we know their rest advantage, so getting home always helps with that. Definitely, probably didn't have the juice tonight that we needed to, which is kind of, it's going to hit it sometime.
They don't have the juice offensively. I honestly don't think they've played a horrible defensive series. I think if they had the chance last night to say that they would have held the Knicks to 109 points, that they felt like they had a chance to win, but their offense has been bad.
Yeah, it's the Knicks defense that have been the determining factor here, right? When they had to get back in the game from being down 22 points, it was the defense that stepped up. And I think we have to give credit for the defense, right? They're not able to exploit Brunson to the same level and the same extent. When they do when the Knicks do their blitz and they go out and they try and take the ball out of Donovan Mitchell's hands, he's not skipping the ball and finding wide open shooters that's shooting wide open threes like the Knicks are doing on the other side. So we have to give credit to them for the Knicks and their defense and being able to understand their rotations. And Cat's getting some, like yesterday when he got greedy and reached out and smacked, I think that was Hart in his hands when he blew by somebody. Like, they're not getting the stupid fouls like they usually get.
Tom, next.
I got one more for you, and you guys were talking about Kenny Atkinson and the Cavs' struggles offensively. What are you seeing out of that, Kenny?
We didn't shoot the ball well. I thought we had a lot of good looks. Good looks from 3, good looks at the rim. I thought our process was right. Took care of the ball. Offensive rebounded. I think it wasn't a great shooting night. At the end of the day, you got to put the ball in the hole. Tonight we didn't.
Look, that's the thing. They're shooting terribly. They were 9 for 35 from 3. What was the number that we have all told? 25 for 85 in the 2 games?
That's a 294 three-point percentage if you're doing the math.
Look at Tom. He's got every little piece of negative information he can have at his fingertips about the Cleveland Cavaliers. All of a sudden, he's a mathematician.
All of a sudden, he's Data from Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Got Tom with those little thin glasses across his eyes. Can't see his eyes. A couple of the comments coming in, too, as well. Tom, thank you. Well done, as always. 800-919-3776. Let's see here. The Knicks, the other night, punched the Cavs in the throat, and they have never recovered. That's from Marcus Blackman. I mean, that's fair to say. Jonathan Koenig, in reference to the fact that he believes I'm a Knicks hater. Carlin, who's been fired more times than Billy Martin, commenting on someone else to Knick haters, so transparent. I've only been fired once.
Yeah.
Only once so far. So, I mean, Bill, I got a ways to go before I catch Billy.
Bill, you heard something?
Huh?
Like I said, when I come in, like, hey, would you heard something, Bill?
It's okay. No, it's just
I'm working toward Billy, but I'm not there yet. And then Brian checking in. Oklahoma City doesn't get tired. They are just way too deep. You know, there's no I'm not going to sit here and tell you the Knicks are going to win the championship. I'm not going to tell you that they're going to get blown out. What I will say is I think they can play with them. I think they can play with both teams.
Yeah,
whether or not they can beat them, I don't know. I think they can play with them.
Bro, like the fact that last year Indiana went so far last year.
Took them to 7 for
Yes, took them to 7. If Hallenberg doesn't get hurt, that pace might be enough.
Yeah.
You know, this is basically the same team. They got the kid from Philadelphia. Thanks a lot, Philly, for sending a great player to a team that already had a great player, dummies. I can't.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776. And get involved on the phones as well. We will hit them hard. We've got Tim Bontemps next hour. We've got feel-good moments of the week. Take your pick coming up in just a bit as well. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Out to Hart for a right-wing triple. Got it. Josh Hart's third three-pointer. He's the game's leading scorer.
The Cavaliers.
Brunson killing clock. Ball fake, steps in the lane and hits a left-hand floater to put the icing on the cake in Game 2.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
The Knicks back it up with a convincing win here in Game 2.
Game 3 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today. Donate your car today.
Hey, it's Michael K. Not sleeping? Well, it could be your mattress. That's why I always recommend my friends at PC Richard & Son. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step mattress fitting process so that your new bed fits you perfectly. They guarantee it. Top brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. And in-home delivery on any mattress $399 and up. It's free. So do what I do. Get to PC Richard & Son for your new mattress. Free delivery excludes Manhattan.
Hey, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. We believe going solar should be simple, and it should make real financial sense. We manage the entire process from start to finish and offer flexible solar payment options designed around your goals. When the numbers work, solar can lower your monthly cost and give you predictable energy for decades. And if you refer someone who installs with us, you can earn up to $1,000. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. At Rings End, they're there to help realize your modern design visions. That's why they partner with Marvin. Engineered for big ideas, Marvin modern windows and doors deliver effortless elegance, expansive views, and industry-leading innovation, all in a modular system designed to meet the exacting principles of modern architecture. Experience Marvin Modern at a Rings End showroom today and create something stunning with them. Rings End is a certified Marvin installing retailer.
Progressive knows sports brings people together, but you gotta feel bad for people who don't even get it. Some people will never know what it's like to see their favorite team's hopes decided by a ping pong ball to draft the next superstar. Or not. I mean, sure, it's silly for your happiness to hinge on the success of a 20-year-old entry-level employee, but you just can't help yourself. The stress is exhilarating. Progressive can't bring people together like the draft, but we can bring your home and auto insurance together with a bundle. So switch and see if you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Welcome to basketball's biggest stage.
Somebody will reach basketball immortality.
Welcome to the NBA Finals.
That's basketball at its finest.
This is about more than a game, more than a series. This is about legacy.
You are watching what greatness is all about.
Tune in to see who performs under the brightest lights and who writes their way into history. The 2026 NBA Finals begin Wednesday, June 3rd on ABC.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York YouTube channel at 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Bartholomew, let us get back to some busy telephones as we speak, and we will hit with Rodolfo in Somerville next on ESPN New York. Rodolfo, what's up, brother? How are you? Rodolfo!
Hey, hello, can you guys hear
I hear
me?
you. Go ahead. What do you got?
Hey, what's going on, Carlin? First time caller.
Good to have you with us, man.
I want to get into a Bart because he over here talking about how Jalen Brunson's not a top 10 player because he plays with OG Anunoby and
No,
Cat,
I didn't say that. That wasn't my reason. That wasn't my reason. That wasn't my reason. That wasn't my reason.
All right, so clarify it.
The reason is the other players are better. I say they're two-way players. A lot of those guys are two-way players. Ant-Man's a great two-way player, right? Cade Cunningham's a great two-way player. Jaylen Brown is a great two-way player. Now, Tatum isn't a great two-way player, but he's not a slouch. They're just better players. It is hard to be a top 10 player in this league when you're under 6 feet. It's just. I mean, you're 6 feet 6'2". It's just difficult because your matchups every day is going to be different because you're going against a time where everybody's like 6'6", 6'4". That's what you got to go against, right? And we saw Jalen Brunson get torched by C.J. McCollum on a report. He was looking for Jalen Brunson, right? Like when you talk about superstars, Michael Jordan, you can talk all you want about Michael Jordan. I'm not a Michael Jordan fan because I'm a Pistons fan, but he was a great two-way player. Kobe Bryant, the same way. They didn't have holes in their game. So when you talk about the top 10 players, I'm putting those top 10 players in there. Jokic's not a great defensive player, but he's so great at what he does that he may be the greatest scorer. He gonna go down with maybe the most triple doubles than anybody in basketball.
Okay. All right. So I got that wrong though, because it seemed like you were giving Jalen the same kind of energy you giving Jalen Hurts. He plays with superstars, and he's not top 10.
No, he's not playing with superstars.
But look what he's done with his team.
He's not playing with superstars, but he's not playing with bums either. Like he did. Like I said, this isn't Allen Iverson taking Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, Tyrone Hill to the finals, right? Tyronn Lue.
Not.
Yeah. This ain't that. Like he got Cat is a respected, supposed to be a superstar, but he's not quite there. He's like, and this is what people miss, right? It's a difference between being a great player and then being a superstar. It's just a fact. And when you talk about, you look at like when you call somebody Kawhi Leonard, or you call somebody like Mike Evans, that's not disrespectful. I think it's really respectful because you're saying that he's better than a lot of players. You're just saying he's not in that upper tier. Like it was a big difference between myself and Ray Lewis, right? Mm-hmm. And I can live with that, right? It was a big difference between Patrick Willis and DeMario Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like you got guys that are special, and Brunson is really, really good. He's maximized. What I can say about who I can compare Jalen Brunson to? Zach Thomas.
Maximized everything he had to play with.
Zach Thomas got closer to his ceiling than any other player in football. He was slow, short, non-athletic, but he was one of the greatest players because he maximized – he got everything out of his body. We look at a guy like Albert Hainsworth, you're like, man, come on, man. This is wasted talent. Like, what are we doing? Right? Kwame Brown, wasted talent. What are we doing?
It's just, I think Brunson is playing his way into superstar. If Brunson takes them to the finals and plays like this, is he a superstar?
We would never look at Brunson the way we look at Dame Dollar. Now, I know Dame Dollar ain't won nothing, but Dame Dollar,
I mean,
when you look at Dame Dollar and what he's done over his career, just him, the talent. I'm talking about the talent.
I know what the talent is. It's just Brunson's going to have so many clutch moments like this. It's going to be hard to deny.
It gets magnified because he's in New York. Dame Dollar had those same moments, but he had them in the playoffs too. Dame Dollar had those in the playoffs.
Some. He hasn't had as many.
Bruh, like, come on, man. Like, when him and C.J. McCollum was there, they was upsetting so many people. And it was Dame Dollar hitting the last shot, looking into the camera. What time is it? It's the whole reason why it's called Dame Time.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, in the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Later this hour, Tim Bontemps is going to join us. We've got so much to get to with you and the Knicks in Game 3 this weekend. Can they actually go through and sweep again? It's all there for you on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel.
Hey, Yankees fans, gather a group of 10 or more and take advantage of our 2026 Yankees group ticket specials. Whether you're getting together with family and friends, organizing a fundraiser, or entertaining clients, your group will love bonding over the Bronx Bombers. Start planning your 2026 group outings today. Log on to Yankees.com/groups. Call 212-YANKEES or email us at groups@Yankees.com. That's 2026 group tickets. Call 212-YANKEES or visit Yankees.com/groups today.
This is the Michael Kay Show.
Calling up the kids is really smart because it changes everything. Changes the energy in the room. They were on the precipice of falling off a cliff and having their season be irrelevant. This is a positive that David Stearns has done. Why keep these young players that we think is the future? Why not make them the present when the present is so terrible?
The Michael Kay Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
The Knicks.
Out to Hart for a right wing triple. Got it. Josh Hart's third three-pointer. He's the game's leading scorer.
The Cavaliers.
Brunson killing clock. Ball fake, steps in the lane and hits a left-hand floater to put the icing on the cake in Game 2.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
The Knicks back it up with a convincing win here in Game 2.
Game 3 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
No matter your age or career stage, SUNY Canton delivers education at the speed of life. With flexible, fully online degree programs, you can earn your credential on your schedule. Ready to get started? Apply now for a summer start in high-demand programs like applied psychology, cybersecurity, healthcare management, and more. Our admissions team is ready to help you review transfer credits, explore degree options, choose courses, and navigate every step of enrollment. Email admissions@canton.edu today or visit canton.edu to learn more.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
The NFL schedule dropped, and it's time to settle up. There's road trips to plan, hotels to book, tickets to split, tailgates to cover, scores to settle. All the things for the season. But now, when you send $10 or more to a friend with PayPal by May 28th, you could win 2 tickets to every home game of your favorite team. Yep, the whole season. Visit PayPal.com/P2P sweeps. No purchase necessary. See website for details, including how to enter by mail. Brought to you by PayPal, official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL.
Harry Douglas here. Let me ask you something. What if you can enjoy the taste of a cocktail, the warmth of a spirit, and still stay fully in control? That's RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category. RK delivers bold flavor and a real warming sensation with 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and 0 calories. Perfect for nights out, social gatherings, or anytime you want the experience of a drink without sacrificing tomorrow. Check it out at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, all the flavor, none of the alcohol.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is Bart and Carlin.
And after pulling off one of the greatest playoff comebacks in NBA history in Game 1, the Knicks back it up with a convincing win here in Game 2.
Last series, we talked all about the fact that it was a Cat series. Well, this is a Brunson series, and he is putting on a master class.
I've never seen any team in this town play at this level. I mean, there have been a few 98-99 Yankees in the playoffs, flat out dominated. This feels like that.
This is Bart and Carlin on 880 ESPN and the ESPN New York app.
I honestly cannot think of another team besides those Yankees, maybe the 86 Giants, that has dominated a postseason the way the Knicks have dominated this postseason. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, it is noon on a Friday. You know, Bart's going to be singing later this hour. We're looking forward to that because that means the weekend is on the way. It's a Memorial Day weekend. It's also at noon, not time for the Power Hour, but instead it is time for Tom Bauer to give us the Bauer Hour.
And you know what? I sure am going to do that because yesterday, let's keep it a buck. Yeah, it wasn't about length yesterday. There was a lot about sword fighting yesterday, too. And you know what? We're not going to let that happen again today. We're going to do this prim, improper. YouTube, you're not going to be able to hear it. I am going to cue up the corn.
Oh, look at this. Some more Bauer flavor.
Are you ready indeed? It's the Bauer Hour again. The Knicks outdueled the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 2. There ain't no dueling Cleveland. The Knicks are going to go all the way, take it to the finals, beat down Cleveland, beat down the East, beat down the West, and take over the world. It is a Knicks town, Knicks domination, Knicks in 4. Knicks winning it all. Knicks are going to take it to the finals. The Bauer Hour, 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 hour. It's the Bauer Hour.
Tom, that is, wow. Really well done. Until the end, I would say that you probably want to script the whole thing out and not be searching for words at the end.
Yeah, there was a little frog in the throat at the end. But
you freestyle.
We got a freestyle. That's the way it goes.
That's what's up. I think what I'm talking about. Straight off the dome. You know
I think I recovered myself from yesterday. I'll be back.
Yeah, that's
Justin
what's up,
Gittins on the ESPN New York YouTube chat. Tom sounds like a fake ass Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon got nothing on me.
This is raw.
Is it Tom or Hulk Hogan?
Well, you know Mean Gene, brother. I got the 24-inch pythons, and when I put them across his neck, oh, man, all my Hulkamaniacs are going to go crazy. So what you going to do, Tom Bauer, when Hawkamania and the 24-inch pythons run wild on you? Jack.
Tom playing corn to get us all fired up.
So now I'm talking about Tom, you know what I'm saying?
Look at him getting
Got to bring it out.
Up.
It's the greatest new metal song of all time right there, possibly in Blind. It got Woodstock going. I think we can get New York going with that.
Okay.
He always take it he just keep going. You had it right there.
Let it go. Let it go. We have reached exactly. Here's what you need to do, Tom. And well done. I don't want to knock you for what happened today. This was a well done piece at the beginning of this hour to get us going. And I think it'll only going to improve. What we do need to learn is how to leave them wanting more. and not oversaturate ourselves.
Tom going to empty the clip, baby.
Tom is going to get more exposed here than Danhausen.
You're going to get all that. You're going to get all – oh, damn.
Go Knicks!
Hold on. Let me go get my charger. My Zoom link about to die.
Oh, boy.
Let the stallion run. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Listen, I am seeing something collectively with you that I certainly have not seen from the Knicks before. And I've only seen a couple of times in this town. I am 53. And I saw the 86 Giants dominate. I saw the 98-99 Yankees dominate. And now I have seen this Knicks team dominate through the postseason so far. Now, it obviously all doesn't mean anything unless you go and win a championship. But, man, this is a hell of a ride to enjoy right now. And I thought that game one would be awfully difficult to come back from if you were Cleveland. They played well in the first half, but the Knicks, once they got on the run in the third quarter, the 18-0 run, the Cavs were toast at that point. It was over from that point on, Bart, for Cleveland. And I never felt like they were going to have another chance. And really, this is going to be their last stand. Game 3 is their last stand. And it might tell us more about these Knicks than any other postseason game, what we have lying in front of us tomorrow. Going home to Cleveland where the Cavs are 10-1 here in the playoffs.
Yeah, man. And listen, that'll tell us everything. That'll tell us, hey, man, this is an unstoppable force. You know what I mean? And they are confident because they're going to get Cleveland's best shot tomorrow. You expect the role players to be able to step up and be able to play better. And you expect those three-pointers to be falling. There's going to be energy in the house because this team just last series was down 2-0 and came back and, could have closed the Pistons out in 6. So, they're going to have to, withstand that environment. Let's see if the Knicks really stay down, 10 toes down, being able to get everything that they need to try and, take a stranglehold on the Cavaliers.
I'm looking at some of the chat here and bringing this up in reference to the Cavs. Cavs go blank to the wall tomorrow. I don't think there's any question about that. That everything they've got to throw at them will come in Game 3. And you were talking about the fact that they were going to have to play with a lot of edge last night.
Yeah.
And they did for the first half, I think.
They just can't sustain it. They're tired. They're late. You heard Kenny Atkins. Their fatigue is tired. We talk about Jonathan Mitchell. He looks like he's gassed at the end of these games. And if these games are close, then it's advantage to the Knicks because they're going to have the opportunity in the gas to take advantage of the whenever Mitchell or Hart has to take away. You got a 36-year-old playing 40 minutes. That's not a good recipe for success, especially coming off of 2 7-game series.
No, and I'm also surprised that the Cavs have not taken advantage enough of where their offensive advantages lie.
Right.
First half last night, Knicks had nothing they could do with the bigs. Nothing. That they couldn't stop them at all. And yet somehow in the second half, Evan Mobley, after he has 14 points in the first half, does not have one shot attempt? Like, what exactly is going on there? Because the Cavs offensively in the second half last night looked absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. And
that third
a good
quarter,
portion of that was because of the Knicks defense, right?
That third quarter killed them, man.
Yeah.
Like the Knicks went on that run and they can never recover from that. And as soon as Jonathan Mitchell went, a lot of that was Jonathan Mitchell on the bench.
You have been in New York since 2009.
Correct.
Have you ever seen a team in New York dominate the postseason like this?
I have not. And, you think about the runs, our runs. You think about
great runs. The Giants, great runs, but they didn't dominate the postseason.
It was almost like, man, they got in. Like, oh, somebody might not get fired this year. And, oh, man, they won. I can't believe they won. They went on the road and won 3 road games to get to the Super Bowl, and then they beat the team that couldn't be beaten. But it wasn't in dominating fashion. This is like ass built to ass. I think they probably have the largest winning percentage. I remember me and Tom, we were talking about that at the beginning in our production meeting about the margin of error, the margin of victory that the Knicks have had over this run.
So you know what it is over the 9-game win streak? The 9-game win streak, Bart, the margin of victory or the total plus minus is now at plus 219. The Knicks have outscored their opponents by 212 points. Mm-hmm. It's only 212. I was giving them too much credit over a 9-game winning streak. And during that stretch, they have only had one single-digit win. The rest have all been double digits.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know, granted, it's a little skewed by having a 51-point win, but you've got 39, you've got 30, 29, you've got 16, you've got 30, you've got 16 again. Like, it's not close what they're doing.
Yeah, and all you have to say is this is over 3 different opponents, too.
Yeah.
See, you have to say that. This is the Hawks, this is Philly, this is Cleveland. So
now, if you are wondering, because we did look it up earlier, this is not close to an NBA record or anything yet. I mean, just 2 years ago, we had the Celtics win 10 in a row. Yeah. So it's not anything like that yet, but man, they are just crushing their opponents at the moment, and they look like a powerhouse. And now there's no reason to think, no matter who it is, and I know this series is not over, but there's honestly no reason to think they can't play with anybody. At the very least, I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're going to go win the championship, but I would be very surprised if the Knicks were non-competitive in the finals, especially if they roll through this and they end up with another week off before the finals start.
Yeah, man, and you talk about like the walking wounded. You talk about all that they're dealing with. Like, I mean, Jalen Williams hamstring again. I don't know how he comes back. I don't see, like, when we worried about this with OG. Like, we worried about like the re-injury. The re-injury. I don't know. He missed damn near the whole season with this hamstring.
Yeah.
Grabbed it high and tight, walked off. They may be playing without him. So, like, the Knicks may be – all the things may be falling in their favor because you say, well, okay, well, you know, they're used to it, but they're not the same team without Williams. And then you ask yourself, okay, well, Wemby's doing his thing, and, yeah, we beat him, but, you know, they playing at a high level. They don't have a point guard. They're turning the ball over. Castle's playing great, but he's turning the ball over because he's not a true point guard, right? So you look at what's happening there with Dylan Harper could have the core muscle injury, which is always a tough thing, and the high ankle sprain. We know in football what that means. In basketball, it's even worse.
And then there's the fact that, speaking of point guards, that Brunson last night, they, in this series, have had to go back to a Brunson-led offense. And last night might be the most impressive of all the games that he's played because when he is running the offense and it's not going through Cat and he's out there and it's not 1-4, wait around, and Brunson's taking the shot no matter what, people are actually moving and cutting. And what do you know? Brunson ends up with 14 assists last night. The Knicks are becoming one of those teams that has a few different ways to beat you, and that's problematic for whoever your opponent is.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about in the star of the show is Josh Hart. You know, amongst any run of tremendous anything, it's always coupled with unsung heroes. And, you know, he was the GOAT, so to speak. He got benched. You know, that was something that could have affected his pride. He stayed 10 toes down. He stayed ready. Next game, now he's the star because he didn't pout. He just stayed ready. He said that he didn't think that the work was working because it wasn't translating to the court. Well, he did yesterday, and you know he led the team with 21 pass attempts, and you know he's right where he needs to be as you know being a contributor and one of the most unsung. He's the glue guy. He's the D.D. Gregorius. He's the Draymond Green. He's the guy that pulls everybody together. He's the guy that doesn't take himself too seriously, and this is the way to go.
And here is the more impressive number. We could talk about the career high 26 in the playoffs last night, right? Mm-hmm. Shot it great. They left him open, and he burned him.
Yeah.
How about the defense, though, last night? On the defensive end, the players that he was primarily guarding were 3 for 12, including 1 for 7 from 3. And Donovan Mitchell was 1 for 6 with Hart as the primary defender. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him on the defensive end most of the time, and I know he's getting lauded for it. For having 26, I just don't want to lose sight of the fact that Hart has been so incredibly important to what they're doing this year. And that, I know that's an obvious statement to make, but just to bear out those numbers off of last night, don't forget about how good the defense is.
Yeah, he's not exactly like Drew Holiday, but like he's a guy that, usually takes the toughest assignment, right? Yep. Whether it's a big or whether it's a small, he just figures it out, man. Like, and you got to give him credit. Like, everybody has a role to play, and he's playing his role at a high level, and that's all you can ask him to do. That's why you listen to him. That's why you respect him. That's why you give him his flowers.
All right, let's hit calls. 800-919-3776. Also on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. We'll get to some of those in just a few moments. Carlin, if this was the Spurs or OKC, you would be anointing them the champs. That's from Robert Davis. Not yet. Not yet I wouldn't. And I'm not anointing the Knicks yet as the champs. I'm saying that I think they can play with whoever comes out of the West right now, and I don't have any reason to believe that they're not going to come out of the East. Rashad is in the Bronx. He's up on ESPN New York. He's been very patient. Rashad, what's going on?
Hey, good afternoon, fellas. Good afternoon, Chris. Good afternoon. So, you want to get to my next point?
Go ahead.
Bart, I don't know if you noticed, but you contradicted about the Brunson thing. So you said Shea is a superstar because he carries a bunch of role players, and then like 10 minutes later, you said J-Dub is better than Brunson. So
I didn't say J-Dub. I said Jaylen Brown. I didn't say J-Dub. I say J-Dub is hurt.
My bad.
Yeah, it's so many damn Jaylens in the league. It's hard to keep up. I know, brother.
I know. My bad.
Bart actually thought Jalen Waddle was better than Brunson.
Yeah, but now for Brunson, so he essentially played like the Cat role, like what Cat was doing in the postseason. That's essentially what Brunson was yesterday. Which is what I liked. Like he was like facilitating like Cat was, and it opened up the whole court. And Bridges, and day by day, I'm starting to put that at them picks. I'm starting to say that more and more with Bridges.
Yeah, listen, I think the only way we're going to get to that far along is if they win a title, and he's a big reason why. But he's playing very well. Last night he got overshadowed because of Hart. He's playing well again. He's doing everything they need him to do.
They're playing with a lot of confidence.
I mean, am I going too far to say that this is the Bridges they thought they were getting?
Yeah, just more consistency, but, it's crazy.
Probably still not as good defensively as they thought they would be getting.
Yeah, and listen, that happens as a player gets older. He was in a place where all he concentrated on was defense when he was in Philadelphia. It was Booker and everybody else they had so many other guys. Remember, it was Chris Paul, and he didn't have to do anything. He was just like the little scrappy do guy.
And I think we probably underestimate the amount of juice that kind of defensive intensity takes out of you.
Exactly. And
it's more than it does on the offensive end.
Yeah, so he wasn't concerned with being there. He was basically Josh Hart.
How about Pat up in Maine next? ESPN New York. Pat, what's going on up north, buddy boy?
Oh, it's good, man. It's beautiful up here. Beautiful day. And just listen to you guys. Appreciate you having me on.
Appreciate you calling. What do you got?
Bart, I like you, pal. But this stuff with Brunson has to stop. You questioned a top 15 player today, Jalen Brunson. You got to stop.
I said top 15.
He answers every question.
Listen,
you okay. You believe he's
I believe he's a star.
To him being top 15?
I'm saying he's a star. I say he's a star. I say he's not a superstar. I think we use the term superstar way too loosely. You understand what I'm saying? Like superstar, right? It's really only like 5 superstars in the league: Luka Doncic, Shea Gilly, Wemby, maybe Giannis when he's healthy. I'm not even calling Cade a superstar. Like superstar is like reserved for like the greats. You know what I mean? Not good players, not Sean Kemp and Gary Payton, right? Those were good players, Hall of Fame players. But they weren't Jordan. They weren't Charles Barkley. They weren't Karl Malone. Like, they weren't Akeem Olajuwon, but he was Gary Payton. He was Sean Kemp, and it was okay because he was great for Seattle. But they weren't great players. Like, Joe Dumars is in the Hall of Fame. He wasn't a superstar. He's a 2-time champion. He's in the Hall of Fame, but he wasn't a superstar. I say we use it too loosely. And I say that Jalen Brunson is closer to Isaiah Thomas and maybe Joe Dumars than he is to Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson was a superstar. He was a phenomenon.
I can't say I'm closer to Joe Dumars than he is to Allen Iverson. Listen, I'm not saying he's Iverson, but closer, I don't know about that.
I took Aaron McKee, Tyrone Hill, Eric Snow, and Dikembe Mutombo to the chip. Come on, man. That's a difference in being a star and being a superstar. It is not disrespectful to call somebody a star. To call somebody generational, when I talk about superstars, I'm talking about guys who have a chance to be the best in their position of all time, right? When we talk about when KD was a superstar, he's going to go down as one of the best to ever do it. When we talk about Dirk Nowitzki, we talk about a guy that got a chance and can make an argument to be the best to ever do it. You talk about Tim Duncan, a guy that was great. Dominique Wilkins was a star. He wasn't a superstar.
Okay, I don't want to – listen. This is Ray going and using your words against you.
Castle is becoming a superstar. He has the potential. Brunson's 29 years old. Castle's 2?
Basically.
This dude, you see how he dominated? He can be the next Russell Westbrook. This dude yamming on people in their face and then hitting threes and big shots, and he probably is going to be an integral part of multiple championships.
Oh, okay. He's still got 20 turnovers in the last 2 games.
Because he's not a point guard. They got 3 of their guards hurt. But, we didn't think that Kawhi Leonard was going to come down and be one of the best players to ever play. But he looks like a young Kawhi Leonard, don't he?
I think that's fair.
Castle looks like a young Kawhi Leonard. Defense locked down, put you on lock. Then he yamming on you, and he can shoot the 3.
But Brunson is closer to superstar than Castle is right now.
Well, Castle's 22. He's only been in the league 2 years.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. I don't want to knock Brunson in all of this.
I'm not trying to knock him. I'm just trying to say we use the term superstar
You're trying to put him in his place.
way too loosely. Right? When we talk about quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts is not a superstar. Right. Matthew Stafford is a superstar. Lamar Jackson is a superstar. Josh Allen is a superstar. Joe Burrow is a superstar. Like, what's his name? Baker Mayfield is not a superstar, bro.
Yep.
Like, right now, the kid with the Bears is not a superstar. Dak Prescott is, like, right there on that line. He towing the line. But at some point, it's going to be the law of diminishing returns because he's starting to get older. So that's all I'm saying, man. Like, people take so much offense to somebody saying that somebody's a star, which means that he's one of the best in the league, but just means that he's not a generational talent.
Some of the chat coming in. Let's see here. Carlin, stop this malarkey. Bart is calling generational players superstars. No, those are generational players. I mean, now you're getting down. I'm with Bart, though, there. In that you're splitting hairs at that point. Generational or superstar, like that's the same thing.
Right.
Yes.
That's just another term
That's the same thing. 800-919-3776. Steve in Bay Ridge is next on ESPN New York. Steve, what's going on?
Hey, fellas, big fan of both of you, Chris and Bart. Love your work. I got 2 quick points on the Knicks. The first one, very excited for tomorrow's game. I'm getting married on Sunday, tying the knot. So,
hey,
Lord,
congratulations.
No game on Sunday will be good.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So, I appreciate that, definitely. And second point I want to say, Leon Rose. I know there's some negatives out there. He doesn't, talk to the media. But if we could pull this off and win this whole thing, he's got to go down as one of the greatest architects in New York sports history. Just hear me out on some of the moves he's made. You guys all know them. The Jalen Brunson signing, arguably the greatest signing in Knicks history. The OG trade, for me, that's the number one trade in Knicks history. And Josh Hart, you could say maybe a top 3 trade. I mean, all these moves, again, I know he doesn't talk to the media, but, man, if the Knicks could pull this off, he is the number one architect sitting at the top of New York sports with the job he's done here. Just outstanding.
Well, some people will talk about, Jerry Reese winning 2 Super Bowls with Eli?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
With the NASCAR package and stuff like that. That can't be disrespected. Yankees speak for themselves.
Jerry Reese, the first time, the second one is certainly all Jerry Reese, okay? The first time he had one draft, and it was a first-year GM. Now, the one thing I will say about that was all of those draft picks that year, all of them were big contributors for the Giants. All of them. That one first year. But he does have 2 Super Bowls as a GM. There's no getting around that.
It's crazy. He ain't got a job since either.
That's silly.
I don't even know where he's working at.
I don't know where he is. I'm sure he's in scouting somewhere.
Somebody should have at least gave him the damn should at least gave him like head of college scouting or something.
I'll find out where he is in a moment. But right now, we are getting ready to have the great Tim Bontemps on. We'll discuss all things Knicks and Cavs. We'll get as many of your calls in as we can before the end of the show at 800-919-3776. The Michael K. Show is coming up at 1 o'clock. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Knicks in 4. Knicks winning it all. Knicks are going to take it to the finals.
The Knicks.
Out to Hart for a right wing triple. Got it. Josh Hart's third three-pointer. He's the game's leading scorer.
The Cavaliers.
Brunson killing block. Ball fake, steps in the lane and hits a left-hand floater to put the icing on the cake in Game 2.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
The Knicks back it up with a convincing win here in Game 2.
Game 3 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
Carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. K-A-R-S, Cars for Kids. 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Spring is here. Summer's right around the corner, so why are you still living with pain? If you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or nerve pain, don't wait any longer. Call Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, no surgery, no long recovery, no relying on pain medication. Just non-surgical image-guided treatments that help you get back the life you deserve. With offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, and most major insurances accepted, help is close. Go to SandwellPain.com. Feel better now, not later.
We are moving now.
Electric bikes are everywhere. They are quiet and very fast.
Teens ride them on the roads, in bike lanes, but also in places they should not be, like sidewalks and parks.
Look out!
When you ride, wear a helmet. Don't speed. Watch out for pedestrians and cars. New York State and your community have specific rules for electric bikes. Follow them. Go to trafficsafety.ny.gov for more info. A message brought to you by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Your summer starts now with Memorial Day deals at the Home Depot. It's time to fire up summer cookouts with the Next Grill 4-burner gas grill on special buy for only $199. And entertain all season with the Hampton Bay West Grove 7-piece outdoor dining set for only $499. This Memorial Day, get low prices guaranteed at the Home Depot. While supplies last, price and valid May 14th through May 27th. U.S. only, exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
In a world in need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He is just driving the kids to soccer practice. Make every day feel epic in an all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid with up to an EPA-estimated 619 miles of range on select trims, advanced tech, and class-leading interior space. Because when you're hauling kids, gear, snacks, and backpacks, space matters. And so does comfort. Just make sure they keep their cleats off the seats. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for details.
It's hard to imagine thinking of other New York sports teams other than the Yankees of the late 90s, maybe the Giants of 86, who have gone on a dominant postseason run like the Knicks have. Tim Bontemps, of course, senior NBA writer for ESPN, joins us right now. You hear him all the time in the Hoop Collective podcast with Brian Windhorst and Tim McMahon. Tim, it's Chris and Bart. We appreciate it. I mean, listen, you've been around New York a really long time. Just think about playoff runs in general by teams. Have you ever seen a team in New York sports that you can think of have this kind of a dominant run that the Knicks are having at the moment?
I mean, no. There's been a few NBA teams that have had the kind of run of consistent double-digit victories that the Knicks have had over this amount of time. So yeah, I mean it's hard to come up with a lot of comparisons to other teams from the past. I mean, it's a credit to the way the Knicks are playing and how good they've been, and certainly it's made for a pretty fascinating run of time here over the past few weeks. And certainly, I think understandably, got people dreaming of pretty big things here over the next month.
We thought that this was a pretty even matchup as far as from the coaching standpoint. We thought that was kind of a push. But it seems like Mike Brown is really coaching circles around Kenny Atkinson. We saw Kenny struggle in the first game with being able to break in the action, saying he likes to take his timeouts to the next game and hold them. Not the next game, but take them late in the game. Not that their rollover minutes like singular phone service, but then you saw we thought this was going to be a Cat Leighton series where it was going to be Cat and a little bit of what they had success with Philadelphia and against Atlanta, but it looks like they made the adjustments, and he's always one step ahead of Kenny Atkinson. They try and blitz Jalen Brunson. They got, the ability to hide Bridges and hide Cat in the corner and be able to get 3-on-2, so to speak, and get open shots. Like, how much credit does Mike Brown deserve? And this isn't the Mike Brown that, Matt Barnes said couldn't make adjustments. This seems like he's evolved and learned something from his stops.
I mean, Mike Brown is having obviously a good playoffs, as is what any coach would be if you've won 9 playoff games in a row. I will also just gently point out that the Cavs pretty thoroughly outplayed the Knicks for a large portion of game one, and I thought Kenny Atkinson made some pretty good adjustments there. Now, listen, I killed him as much as anybody for not calling timeouts down the stretch and the way the team all fell apart in the fourth quarter of game one. And frankly, I thought his strategy was not bad in game two. Like, Josh Hart had been awful shooting the ball in the playoffs. I'm fine forcing Josh Hart to hit a bunch of threes, which he did. I think the biggest problem with the Cavs in game two was they couldn't hit a shot. Went 9 for 35 from three. Their four, sort of supporting shooters outside of Donovan Mitchell and James Harden combined to go 1 for 15 from three. Like, that's not going to get it done. And I also think Kenny Atkinson just has a general problem in that when you look at his roster, there's not anybody you can look at and say that guy's an obvious fit to guard Jalen Brunson. It's part of why I picked the Knicks to win the series in 5 games. So, look, I'd say the Cavs across the board have not been good enough through the first 2 games. That certainly includes Kenny. I think Mike has done a great job over the past few weeks turning the Knicks season around after going down 2-1 in the first round. But we saw the Cavs go down 2-0 in the conference semifinals to Detroit. Game 3, Detroit had a chance to put the series away. Cade Cunningham had some late turnovers, let the game get away. Cavs go back and win game 4, and the whole series turns from there. I'm very curious to see how the Knicks look tomorrow in Cleveland when they could have an opportunity to really knock the Cavs out, who are a talented team and have the talent to potentially beat the Knicks, even though I don't think they will. So I am curious to see if the Knicks can step up and get, if not tomorrow, one of these 2 games in Cleveland and make sure this thing doesn't get back there for a game 6.
Tim Bontemps, senior writer covering the NBA for ESPN, and of course of the Hoop Collective podcast. When I look at what the Knicks have been able to do offensively, I can't remember them being able to adjust this much on the fly in quite some time. Just looking at Brunson last night, it ends up back in his hands because they've handled the cat hub, so to speak, pretty well. And he, as Bart pointed out earlier, might be seeing the floor better than he has in a long time because 14 assists. My question here, I'm trying to find it, Tim, is basically how are they able to do this and adjust so well offensively when it's just something that we have not seen from them the last few years?
Well, I mean, this is a situation where they have a pretty particularly appetizing matchup, right? Like, the reason the Knicks have gone away from the Karl Towns thing is because they've got Jared Allen and Evan Mobley on the other side, who are 2 very good defensive bigs, right? What do the Cavs not have? Somebody to guard Jalen Brunson. So a lot of times they're able to get him isolated on James Harden, which is barbecue chicken for a guy as good as Jalen Brunson. So when you have the talent that the Knicks have, and you're playing a team that's got the flaws that the Cavs do from a defensive standpoint, it gives you the ability to manipulate things and mix and match a little bit. And the Knicks have done a nice job of doing that. And as a result, they've gotten these first 2 games and putting themselves in position to put the series away if they can get at least one of these 2 games in Cleveland.
Now, you and I know that Knicks fans aren't the most rational fans in the league. I mean, they march after one win down 7th Avenue like, it's a ticker tape parade. But how should Knicks fans be feeling with what we see happening so far in this series? I know I don't want to pull the carriage before the cart, or the horse before the carriage, or whatever. I can't figure it out. But like, you look at Jalen Williams in the other series. You look at you look at Dylan Harper with the core muscle. Should the Knicks fans really be thinking championship for the first time in a long time?
Well, listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell Knicks fans they shouldn't be thinking about a title because they're 2 wins away from the finals. And if you get to the finals, you never know how it's going to go, right? I certainly didn't think the Pacers were going to go 7 games with Oklahoma City last year, and they did. And, who knows? Maybe they win that game if Tyrese Haliburton doesn't get hurt. They had chances to win that game anyway, that game 7 in Oklahoma City. Now, look, I think the Knicks are not good enough to beat either of those 2 teams in the Western Conference. I think if you've watched those first 2 games of that series, that has been a different sport. And those teams are playing at a level that, frankly, the Knicks are not. Even for as good as the Knicks have been, and the Knicks have been incredible, if they have to play Victor Wembanyama or they have to play this Oklahoma City Thunder team, I don't think they're winning 4 times out of 7. However, again, getting there gives you an opportunity to do it. And you just mentioned, Bart, with the injuries that have already cropped up in that other series, who knows who's going to be available by the time the finals come around. And again, we just talked about Tyrese Haliburton getting hurt in game 7 last year. So getting there gives you the opportunity to do the job, and the Knicks are good enough to take advantage of the opportunity if it presents itself if they get there. So am I picking the Knicks to win the finals? Obviously relative health permitting of the team across from them? No. But I think they're good enough to do it potentially. And if you get there, you give yourself a chance, and they're 2 wins away from doing it. So, I'm not going to sit here and rain on anybody's parade right now. I mean, the team has won 9 games in a row in the playoffs, and most of them have been in pretty impressive fashion. So people should be excited and celebrating and fired up about where the team is at, and should really be just trying to enjoy this run because, this kind of thing obviously doesn't happen every day. It certainly hasn't happened here in a long time. And, who knows when it's going to happen again. So, enjoy it and see where it goes, and we'll see what happens.
Tim Bontemps with us, ESPN senior NBA writer, Hoop Collective podcast. For Game 3, if you're the Knicks, what would concern you the most about a Cavs team that has been very good at home in the postseason, 10-1 so far?
Well, their offensive firepower. I mean, again, they went 9 for 35 from 3. This is a team with excellent three-point shooting. I mean, Sam Merrill and Max Strus couldn't hit a shot yesterday. They're tremendous three-point shooters. Donovan Mitchell and James Harden can dial it up and have big games, right? Like, they are a very, very potent offensive team, and they easily could go there and win a couple games and make the series interesting. I mean, again, I'll just go back to Game 1. Yes, I know the Knicks are coming off a long break, but the Knicks were thoroughly outplayed for most of Game 1 up until that insane fourth quarter comeback. I mean, to count on that happening in a situation where you're down is pretty unlikely. So, the Knicks are in a very good position. They should feel very good about their chances, but we did literally just see the Cavs come back from down 2-0 and advance to the series. So to assume that the series is over because the Knicks won their first 2 home games, I think is being getting to Bart's point before, putting the cart before the horse, because this is a very talented Cavs team. And although they do have guys who have been flawed in the playoffs, and they certainly looked shook at the end of Game 1 and couldn't hit a shot yesterday, this is not an overmatched team. They're a very talented team, and it's why I think it's imperative for the Knicks to not allow them to have any life. Because, if you go back to Game 1, the Cavs came into the series with basically no pressure on them. Right? They escaped from the series against Detroit. The whole world thought the Knicks were going to the finals. Everybody here, I mean, again, to Bart's point, was already planning finals watch parties and potential championship parade parties. So they didn't come in here thinking with any real pressure on them. They could just play free and loose. And for the first, 40 minutes of Game 1, they did just that. And if they had not had one of the worst collapses we've ever seen in that game, think about what the mood at MSG would have been yesterday. Right? But, oh, man, the Knicks are down 0-1. They're at home. The Cavs steal this game. Maybe this whole season comes to an end, right? So these series can change really, really, really fast. And that's why I think it's really imperative the Knicks don't give these guys a chance to get back in this thing because, I'm not trying to pick at Bart, but if you look at that Detroit series, Cade Cunningham should be thinking about that 45-second stretch of Game 3 when he had 3 turnovers in a row all summer. Because if he takes care of the ball in that stretch right there, the Cavs might have got swept in that series. Yeah. Right? But he didn't. That was even later. But look, that was obviously a rough call for the Pistons. But still, if they win Game 3, the series is over. Right? And it was on their racket, and they gave it away, and they gave a talented team a chance to get back in it. So if you're the Knicks, these guys, you can't let these guys off the mat if you get the chance to take them out. So, and if they win one of these 2 games in Cleveland, you got a 95 or better % chance of going to the NBA Finals. So that's where this weekend for Jalen Brunson and Karl Towns and these guys, Mike Brown, this is the most important weekend of these guys' career collectively because they have a chance to do something they have not done. And if they take advantage of it and get at least one of these games, let alone both, then they're probably going to get themselves to the NBA Finals, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Tim, all I heard during that soliloquy was Pistons got jobbed.
And Knick fans really appreciated the fact that you stuck it to Bart in the midst of making another Knick point.
That's what I'm here for.
Tim, we appreciate it, man. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, sounds good, guys. Talk to you soon. Enjoy your holiday weekend.
Yep, that's Tim Bontemps. ESPN.
Well, we'll be working, but you enjoy your barbecue.
Senior NBA writer and of the Hoop Collective podcast as well. It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York app, 800-919-3776. Your last chance to get through with us next on ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Out to Hart for a right wing triple. Got it. Josh Hart's third three-pointer. He's the game's leading scorer.
The Cavaliers.
Brunson killing block. Ball fake, steps in the lane and hits a left-hand floater to put the icing on the cake in Game 2.
The Eastern Conference Finals.
The Knicks back it up with a convincing win here in Game 2.
Game 3 coverage gets underway tomorrow night at 7 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
This is your reminder to check in daily, because every day during the NBA playoffs, FanDuel is serving up a happy hour. We're talking special drops you won't want to miss, from profit boosts to bonus bets and more. Check for a new reward every single day of the NBA playoffs, and don't miss your shot to get a little extra out of the action. And when every possession matters in the playoffs, FanDuel makes it easy to get closer to the action. From player props on your favorite stars to all the tools you need to back them up. FanDuel puts player research right at your fingertips, so you can check stats, trends, and matchups all in one place and make your picks with confidence. It's everything you need all in one app. So don't miss your shot. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
If you manage an active facility, you don't have time for disruption. Tricon Construction specializes in working inside healthcare, commercial, and industrial buildings without shutting operations down. That means tight planning, clear communication, safe, disciplined execution, because when patients are inside, when tenants are working, when production can't stop, there's no margin for mistakes. When it has to be handled professionally and handled right, Tricon is the only choice. Visit TriconBuilds.com, TriconBuilds.com.
Some stages celebrate. This one tests everything. Every drive, every approach, every putt. Pressure builds, resilience matters, and history waits for the bold. In June, the 2026 U.S. Open Championship returns to the Hamptons at the iconic Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. Experience the world's best golfers as they compete on one of the sport's most storied stages. Daily tickets are available now on SeatGeek. Don't just watch greatness. Experience it live at the 126th U.S. Open.
Do you read more about your team in the off-season than in the season? Does your game day outfit include a brown bag with eye holes? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected. Because seeing your painted face in the rearview mirror after a loss isn't just depressing. It's distracting. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com, because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Another dominating step towards a championship.
And for the second consecutive season, the Knicks are on their way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Will this be the year the Knicks punch their ticket to the NBA Finals?
Inbound stolen by McBride, and then Brunson buries a far-corner three. 5 points for Brunson in about 3 seconds.
Thanks to all our New York Knicks partners this season, including The Wellness Company, Dime Commercial Bank, Michelob Ultra, and Kia Motors on ESPN New York.
Yeah. Yeah. Guess what we got this week, Carlin? We got a 4-day weekend. Everybody but us, 2, 5, 6. Just got paid Friday night. Party's jumping. Feel alright. Booty shaking. Dance to the beat. Knicks about to go up. 3 heat. Just got paid. Knicks doing well. I'm going to the final where. Going to OK. Maybe sand. They got ugly. Girls, my man. Ass Chuck. Girls so fat that you can see they stomach from the back.
Okay, we're pulling the plug on this.
What? You heard Charles Barkley. He say San Antonio got ugly women. It's so fat you can see they stomach from the back. All good, baby. But this is the feel-good moment of the week brought to you by our friends at Samwell. It is time for the feel-good moment. And how can it be anything?
With Bart Carlin, we highlight the feel-good moment of the week. Presented by the Samwell Institute for Pain Management.
Well, the feel-good moment of the week should be the fact that now Tom DMs is on fire by people that wants to be his first chocolate mocha latte. But that's not the moment of the week. That's just the moment of the week for Tom. It is time for that feel-good moment of the week brought to you by our good friends at Samwell Institute for Pain Management. And how could it be anything but at the end of this week, being able to say that the Knicks are 1 game away from the finals. You talk about, Mark Jackson handed the baton off to Steve Kerr. I would argue, and you can say that Tibbs could have had him here, but Mike Brown does. So tip your cap off to Mike Brown, his adjustments, the fact that the team is on a historic pace, 9 games in a row, hasn't been done around here. Anytime you're in a conversation for one of the most dominant runs in New York history, that stands for something, that means something. So tip your cap off to Dolan, too, because he's the one that made the decision. So you got to give a tip of your cap to him as well. That is the feel-good moment of the week. The Knicks should be up 3-0 and put a stranglehold. We're going to test their maturity because we've seen the Cavs be here before, and that's what they're going to lean on. The Cavs are going to lean on the fact that they've been here before, and we can do it again, and the Knicks need to say, yep, not on my watch. We are not the Detroit Pistons. We have a killer instinct, and we won't turn the ball over 3 times in a row, and we won't have trip game. That is the feel-good moment of the week brought to you by my friends at Samwell Institute for Pain Management. For a pain-free life, visit SamwellPain.com. Bing to the motherfucking bong.
Javi from Queens. Carlin looks like he has heartburn from all the blank Bart has been talking.
Well, acid reflux. A little Mylanta might, calm that down for you, Chris.
Why is it that when you are, how do I put this? You're in the middle of the ocean and you've jumped off the boat, that you have to pull my fat butt in with you.
Come on, Chris. It feels good in here, Chris.
Come on in. The water's warm.
I see
you don't want to come in? Come here.
I see a sperm well.
God.
You didn't like my song about San Antonio?
I have no comment on it. It's just, I want to be clear. I'm laughing at the fact that every day, I honestly don't know if my career is going to end. And as I told my partner at the beginning, one of us got paid $45 million in the NFL. One of us did not. So if you're going to pull me in, expect the lawsuit.
Yeah, we can go live in Costa Rica. Or Ivory Coast, where time is never coming back from.
You read the back end of that thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That was the feel-good moment of the week brought to you by our great friends at Samwell Pain Institute for Pain Management. For a pain-free life, please visit SamwellPain.com today.
All right, let's get a couple in real quick. Sam in Montclair next, ESPN New York. Sam, what do you got?
Peace and blessings, fellas. Just two quick statements. Bart, as far as Cade and Brunson, if I'm being unbiased, if I was starting a team, I would take Cade. It's just smart business. If I was starting the playoffs, I'll take Brunson. I'll just simplify it just like that.
That's fair.
But another thing, I had to change what I was changing what I'm calling about because of Tim Bontemps just came on. Something happened the other day, and I had to look it up to find out what the actual name of it is. And it's called illusory truth effect. It's when you hear something enough, it starts to make you believe it.
Yeah.
So Tim just said the Knicks were thoroughly outplayed game one. The collapse quarter, we
For
all
three
know.
and a half quarters.
Excuse me. Yeah, 3.5 quarters. So we all know Cleveland lost the last quarter because that's the quarter they collapsed. We all know they lost overtime because they lost. Quarter one, the Knicks was winning 23-16. How did Cleveland outplay them that quarter? With 5 minutes left in the first half, 5 minutes left, Knicks were up by 11 points. How does that equal Cleveland outplaying them if the Knicks were literally winning for the first 17 minutes of the game?
Well, I think
so. The Knicks won the first quarter. The Knicks won the first quarter. The Knicks won the fourth quarter. The Knicks won overtime. The Knicks were winning up until 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Cleveland literally won 1.5 quarters.
Are you being Captain Literal, man?
Yes,
what he's basically saying is it's 0.1% chance of winning.
They were down 22 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's how they got there.
That's
one of the biggest collapses in NBA playoff history for somebody to lose. They had a 0.1% chance to lose. And they could have just held the ball and just held it for 24 seconds and threw the ball out, and they would have won, probably by like 2 points.
Mel in Jersey, real quick. He's been waiting. Mel, what's going on?
What's up? I just want to say, Bart, man, you're right. Everybody do throw around that term superstar, but Jalen Brunson, not only have he did this in college, not only have he did this the last couple of years in Dallas, not only have he done this since he got to New York, made multiple second teams, and I think like if he was more flashy, have more athleticism, could play defense, yeah, he might could get there. But he's a superstar scorer. He's superstar clutch. He's a superstar gamer. Tom Brady wasn't the most physical, athletic person, but
Correct.
you know that he was there for game time, and he's been like this ever since he got to New York. So with that being said,
his ceiling is probably, to me, in my opinion, his ceiling is he can reach Jason Kidd status. That's how I see. That's how I see Brunson. But Jason Kidd won a championship, lead the league in assists, triple doubles, and all that stuff. We would never call Kidd a superstar, though, right? We would say, man, he was outstanding. He was one of the best to ever do it from the point guard position. But we would never call Jason Kidd a superstar at any time. Vince Carter was a superstar, man. Like, it was just amazing the things that he could do and how he could play in the clutch, shoot three-pointers with left hand, right hand. That's different, man. Like, Dwight Howard had a run where he was the most dominant force for like 5 years. Like, that's what I mean.
Couple of things we never got to today. Real quick, Garrett Cole pitching tonight. Yankees and the Rays. Obviously a huge series this weekend for the Yankees, who are already 6 back in the loss column.
Yeah, you hear that, Tom?
In the division. 6 back, Tom.
How many are the
Garrett
Mets
Cole
back?
tonight.
It don't matter. We're in third place.
Not yet. You're still in fourth place, actually. You're just not in last.
Tomatoes.
And then, the Malik Neighbors stuff we didn't get to. This does not sound great.
Again?
It basically, Harbaugh said that it sounds a lot more complicated, that this is a lot more complicated than your normal knee injury.
Was it the patch? Was it the bone thing and like a little spot come out?
They didn't get into any of the specifics of what it was,
man.
but it does not sound promising. I'll put it that way.
Wow, what a blow to the development of the team if you can't build around Neighbors and he's going to be a guy that never can get on the field, and like that's a first round draft pick that you can't get rid of. Then you got to have to make that choice in a couple of years. Do you pick up his option type of thing? They better be calling about Brandon Ayuk then. Make a deal.
Well, up next, Jake Asman is in for Michael. He's got all.
You said Jake Assman. You're crazy, Beavis.
Enjoy your weekend. See if the Knicks can wrap this sucker up. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Knicks in 4. Knicks winning it all. Knicks are going to take it to the finals.
Partner with Amazon Hub Delivery to earn extra revenue for your business with your business. Assist with local Amazon deliveries and get paid for each package you deliver. When you become a partner, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area on a schedule that works for you. You'll gain extra revenue, increase exposure for your business, and connect with your neighbors. Plus, it's easy to get started with no delivery experience, long-term contracts, or startup costs required. If you're interested in learning more, visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.